All right, it says I'm live. How's it going, guys? Happy Friday. Hope everyone enjoys the stream, especially Susan Wiki. I know you're watching and you're a big fan of the channel, so especially you, Susan. All right, let's see who's in here tonight. Let me take one more drink of iced tea, guys. It's really muggy. Like it rained and kind of cooled it off, but the humidity went up enough to more than compensate. So, and before I forget, there's about 20 of you watching or so. I only see 6 thumbs up, so don't be stingy. They're totally free, and why not, right? Just reminding you guys, because you probably forgot. We've got Iron Horseman in here from Nevada Desert. What's happening, man? Rusty Williams from Michigan says, let's give I'll call her Empress, Governor, whatever you want to call her, the one-finger salute. Yeah, and we'll talk about her more in a minute, because tonight, just basically Q&A. If you guys have a question, if you have something you want me to talk about, let me know, and we'll just hang out and go from there. I'm sure we won't run out of stuff to talk about because I never do, and neither do you guys. So, IROC SS85. Good evening, folks. What's happening, man? A-Dubs. Looks like you're going through the same thing. Well, I have some feelings on that, and if you guys want me to talk about it, I will, in just a little bit. We've got Victor. It's almost like the thumbnail picture is looking into my soul. The Lamy, or let me move that over just a little bit there. I've added some new decorations. I've got a Carcano that came via Ethiopia back there. So a 735 chambered M38 Carcano kind of diagonally back there, just like Susan likes it. And some other nice embellishments here for the just for the viewing pleasure of the audience. So there you go. Linda, nice dimples. Me or the llama? I think I like this girl, Linda. She's my new favorite, guys. What do you think? She is my favorite. I will say that. Pillbox, speaking of favorites, what's happening, man? How you doing? Jeremy Wilson, Amanda and I have you pulled up on the TV. Nice, nice. Just so you can get a better view of Lamy and the other decorations in the shop, right? Yeah. Lamy has game. Yes, A-Dubs, absolutely. Is Lamy making it with Mrs. Buttersworth now? Yeah, I mean, look it. Good-looking lady, good-looking llama. Sometimes things are just meant to be in life. I mean, look at me. I ended up with a good-looking woman, so, you know, everyone should just join on in and look at. See? You're right, A-Dubs. There you go. Oh, man, it skipped on me. A bunch of people in here. I better pick up the pace. Let's see who's all in here. We've got Mateo. What's happening, man? Thanks, as always, for being the moderator. I appreciate it. It's a thankless job, but I do. I do appreciate it, man. We've got Stephen Kennedy, PPS M2 LE edition. Sounds pretty nice, man. Bull, thank you, Linda. I told you guys I liked her. Chris Plummer, what's up? Joseph 10 Fingers, 6 Strings. Good evening. Matt Morrison, what's up, Matt? How you doing, man? Randall Hill, what's it worth it for your thumbs up? Well, they don't cost you anything, so I guess they're not worth much, right? I don't know. Outdoors with Tim, what's happening, man? Papardello, hey 2A, what's up, man? Recall Whitmer, yes. Cave Dave, what's happening, Dave? How you doing? Oscar from Miami, Florida. You know what the heat and humidity is like, don't you, man? Jeez. Yeah, Mike Smith. Pleasure to spend the evening with you too, man, from North Carolina. Nice. We got Outdoors with Tim in South Carolina, so you guys are practically neighbors, right? Dylan, Texas boy back in the house. What's up, Texas? That guy, what's up? Kevin Rasmussen, another Michigan guy. What's up, dude? We got Marvin from Dallas, Texas. Michigan guys. The Texas guys are starting to outnumber us. Come on, Michigan. Casey Smith, what's happening, Casey? How you doing? We're good. We're good. It's a little hot and humid in here today, but seems like that's the way it's going to be every week because it is summer, right? Panhead 413 from Illinois. Vulgar Hyena, nice to see you. Had a hard days of work. Yeah, I hear you, man. That's what it's like for me all the time. How many of you guys work for a living out there? You guys know what this weather's been like. Jeez, oh, Pete. And if you don't work for a living, you probably put your time in too. So all of you guys know what I'm talking about. Lando Wilson, what's happening, man? Oh, yeah, you're right. The M-Bus Magbus, Magpul M-Bus sites. Yeah, you guys can laugh at me. I really messed that up, but the Magpul M-Bus sites have 2 different circle flippy things. Yeah, there you go, man. That's funny. Frank Cohen, what's up? James Fawcett, good evening. Jeremy Wilson, totally llama. I knew that. Rod Brown, what's up? Jorge Vargas, what's happening? Finally got the day off. Cool. To come back to the fam from Chicago. So we got a couple of Illinois guys. Where's the Michigan people? Come on. I'm feeling outnumbered here. Mark G, thanks for the videos on the G2C and G3. No problem. I love doing videos on those guns, man. Many more coming too, by the way. I'm going to throw up a weekend video for you guys. I think it's time for you guys to see my first shots and my follow-up review on the G3C next. And then there's some more of them too. So, is the syrup for sale? I don't know. I'm no longer owner of the syrup, man. You'd have to ask Lamy. We'll ask him in just a few minutes. Lamy kind of took up with Aunt Jemima here, so I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's not really for me to say. It's above my pay grade at this point. M.I. Crafter, what's up? There's a Michigan guy. Just Plinkin. How's it going, Just Plinkin? What's happening, man? We've got Limbert Johnson. What's up? Steve Adams, Michigan. Good. All right. Yellow Dog 64, Michigan. Okay. New Jersey. New Jersey's cool. Look, all you guys from all the states are totally cool. I love all of you. I just need more Michigan guys. Does that make sense? Just because? Sometimes those Texas guys are mean to me on here. You know that? What do you guys think? Michigan guys versus Texas guys? I don't know. Well, we'll wait. Stephen Kennedy. Big Will, what's up? Do I have to pay my water bill? I don't know, actually. I can see arguments for not paying it, actually, but that's another topic. I'll get to that in a minute. There are a lot of Wilsons in here. Yes, I agree. Big Will from Michigan. Yep. Steve Adams, do I like our jackboot empresses, governors, orders on masks? No, I don't like. I'll get into the mask thing, guys. Seems like quite a few you guys want to talk about the mask. Not in a good way, right? Beretta Man, what's happening? PA, how's it going? What's up, Beretta Man? Larry Vaughn's from Michigan. John March is from PA. Okay. Yeah, network with each other, guys. I always say this, but you see another PA dude, it's like, what's up, man? A lot of you guys have your own channels, your own social media. Hook up with each other, hang out, because we're about all we have, you know? Like somebody said earlier, mandatory masks in Missouri now, Michigan, probably many other states. I think they said something to the effect of the Karens have won. Well, if you guys want to be ruled by Karen, probably not, right? So you guys might need each other just to hang out, companionship, or you might actually need each other soon. So definitely network with each other, make as many friends as possible. There's a lot of good people on here, and you know, a lot of you guys are right within driving distance of each other, might not even know it. It's amazing once you start reaching out that there's some friends right down the road that you're going to meet on this weird place called the internet. You know, the internet, confusers, those will never take off. Do you guys remember those times? I do, actually. Kind of showing my age a little bit, right? Stephen Kennedy, Stoger STR9, great gun. And at a certain point tonight, I'm going to do a couple little sneak previews and unboxings. And remind me, on Stoger, I have an empty box I can show you guys that you might be excited about. Let's see here. Slow Ride, Jackson, Michigan here. And if you guys are asking me specific questions, right, like to me, because a lot of you guys chat, if you go 2A space EDU or at 2A EDU, it puts it in orange, so I'll be sure to see it. And of course, if you do a super chat, I'll see that, and it keeps it up even longer. So I'm going to try to read as much as I can, but it'll be more likely that I'll see it if you make it where it puts it in orange for me by putting in 2A space EDU or at 2A EDU. All right, let me just take one more peek here. Guero M's in the house. What's happening, man? Is your girlfriend or wife here? I know it was your significant other. I couldn't remember if it was your wife or is she okay, man? I know you said to pray for her, and I did. And God's will is what it is, but I'm hoping you're going to tell us that there's good news. So I have been thinking about you and your family all week, man. And please tell me some good news. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping for it. How would I feel about a G3S? I think it'd be pretty cool. You know, I have a G2S, reduced mag capacity. Here's kind of where I'm at with it. It's a little slimmer. And sometimes it's that little straw that breaks the camel's back. So by it being just that much thinner, may make the G2S more concealable, more comfortable for you over the G2C. However, living in Michigan, where as of now, and in any state, we have to say as of now, the way crazy times we're living in, right? There's no magazine restriction. So I'm going to opt for the G2C or the G3C because I'll take the 12 rounds because it's not that much thicker. However, some of you in certain states have brought up a great point and said, well, we're already restricted to 10 rounds anyways. So instead of putting in that 10 round mag in the mag well that would normally hit 12 on the G2C, maybe the G2S is a little smarter because it's more efficient and smaller to carry, and we can't load the first 12. So depending where you're at, yeah, I'm a little more of a G2C fan, but that's like without really taking anything away from the G2S because they're basically the same gun, just a little bit slimmer grip frame but substantially less rounds, right? Like just almost half or a little over half, I should say. Let's see here. We've got Slow Ride from Jackson, Michigan. If I didn't say hi, I'll say hi again. Just Plinkins in Texas. See, these Texas boys, they're nice, but they're stubborn. They always have to rub it in, when they're outnumbering me. Speaking of Texas guys, look who pops up. We've got Josh Benware in the house. See? He heard Texas, and there he is. I don't know, Josh. I think we've got you guys beat by a couple people right now. I think Michigan's got you just a little bit, okay? Stan says, love your thorough vids, and I would appreciate you not using all caps just because it makes it harder for me to read, but I think you were being nice, and I appreciate the love, so thank you. I try to be thorough. Some people hate it because my videos are too long, but look, I'm just being me on here, guys. It's the only way I know how to be, but I have been known to be thorough once or twice, right, guys? Guerrero M, thanks a lot, man. I didn't want you to lie to me, but that's what I wanted to hear. So all of you guys, which I know a lot of you guys did, have been praying for Guerrero's family, and he's telling us she's doing better, and we'll take that, right? Because we'll take every day we can. Every breath we get is a gift from God, and if she's doing better, we'll take it. So I'm happy to hear that, dude. Really am. John Voorhees is in the house. What's up, man? I won't be on too long tonight. And what area of Michigan am I from? I'm southeastern Michigan. I'm all over Michigan, but I'm from and currently in southeastern Michigan. Matt Morrison wants to hear a 2-way EDU rant on the mask. Okay. Dino says, dude, it feels like 50% of the PewTubers are from Tennessee, and I don't know a single one of them. You know what? I think you're right, and I don't think I know any of them either. I don't really know any YouTubers, to be honest. I mean, I know all you guys, the guys that hang out. You guys are YouTubers too, right? But I don't know any of like the famous ones or whatever. So there you go. No, we all know each other. That's all we need to know. Dylan, Ted Nugent, the Motor City Madman from Michigan, now lives in Texas. I'm just saying, yeah, but, well, all right, dude, whatever. I still think there's 2 more Michigan people in here than Texas, though. So we got you, dude. But he's right. Walman SO Beach 15 from the heart of NASCAR to Daytona Beach, Florida. Rain all day. Enjoy the channel. Rain all day, too, here, man. Mike Smith saying they're mandatory in North Carolina. Yeah. Oscar's a window cleaner. All right. Working in South Florida. Very hot. Mask still mandatory. And I'm out mowing grass. You're getting all, doing landscaping. You guys know that mow grass, right? It's either wet and then it's clumping up and messing up your cut, or it's so dry that there's the dust bowl and you're sweating and it's just like, and you're like, yeah, you guys know what I mean. I like people that work like that for a living, Oscar. I like you, man. That's how I am myself, out there sweating my butt off, killing myself and whatever. Let's see here. I want to say hi to everyone, but there's so many of you guys. We've got somebody from Brazil here. I can't pronounce your name, my man. How do I say your name? I'll just call you Gilly? I don't know, man. I just can't pronounce your name, but he said you American guys are lucky. Here in Brazil, there's no G3C yet. I do believe you, and that's completely unfortunate, dude. But I love the guns from Brazil, and all the Brazilians that have been on the channel are really cool, so I hope you guys can definitely straighten it out down there and hopefully get some better gun right soon. I'm praying for you guys too. But I did hear you guys have the TS9, though, that we can't get. So you guys do have a little something over on us. I want a TS9. I'm pretty sure, from what I understand, you guys can get those. So I'm not going to completely feel sorry for you there until we can get the TS, all right? Big Will. And it just skipped on me. I was trying to say hi to Big. Okay. Do I ever get to the Upper Peninsula? I have occasionally, not very often. Big Will's a can at Glock kind of guy. Well, I showed you guys this last week. This is an empty box, okay? An empty box, completely empty in every way. Susan likes it when I show empty boxes on here. But this is going to be coming up on the channel very soon. The whatever may or may not be in this empty box. So You guys see that right there? So there you go for all you Canic guys. I'm going to show you guys an empty Canic box. Roy Hill, what's up, man? He tried to do @2A-EDU, but it's an @ symbol, okay? Or if you just type in 2A space, I don't know how to do it. A lot of you guys are doing it. It puts it in orange. It makes it way easier for me to read. Stephen Kennedy. All right, Stephen, I'm not going to keep you waiting. One more empty box. Susan Wiki, welcome to the Empty Box YouTube stream where we show empty boxes that contain nothing at all. There you go, Stephen. I was trying to keep some suspense, but yeah. I loved the original Stoker so much, and I have some more recordings of me actually firing the original Stoker. Remember, guys, it likes hotter ammo, so I went and did some more thorough follow-up. I tested several more types of ammo. It's all been recorded. I just have to put it into a video and get that out to you guys. So any Stoker fans, I'm a fan of it right along with you. More follow-ups to the original, as well as an empty box that has a label on it that says STR9 Compact. Outdoors with Tim, I don't understand why I can't send you a super chat. Something's going on. I don't know, man. That's Susan again for you. Susan Wiki. Says 3 times it'll arrive in your chat. Texas. I told you guys. Oh, man, if I didn't like Texas guys so much, I don't know what I would do. But I'll cut you a little slack, Benware, because you cut grass too, okay? Only because you're a fellow grass cutter. Well, I cut you just this much. All right, man? What do you guys think? You guys like Josh Benware? He's a pretty cool dude. I've been following his channel for a long time. Long time, actually. Semper Paratus. What's happening, Semper? How you doing, man? Glad to see you're sharing Aunt Jay with Llama. Hey, I don't share. Look, this is the truth, guys. Jeremy Wilson, he's in the chat. Amanda, she's in the chat. Look, Jeremy was just friends with her grandpa. Now, not so much. You could say they're a little more than just friends. Like, people hook up on this channel. I'm not lying. They can tell you. Actually, someone I hooked up with is in the chat right now, to be quite frank with you, okay? I saw her in there earlier tonight. And I brought Aunt Jemima in, and Lami and Aunt Jemima hooked up. What can I say? It's beyond my control, but it's cool. It's cool. Texan 45 isn't Michigan and Canada. Well, it is, but Texas is in Mexico, so. Charles Darling, what's happening, dude? Another Michigan guy. Christopher Bishop from Michigan. All right. Michigan guys are coming back. I'm way behind in the chat, guys. Way behind. Kevin, I can't bust out guns. Susan, her name's Susan Wiki, and guns have been banned from handling in YouTube streams for a long time. That's why we have them in the background. We can do that, but I can't touch, and that's not my rules. It's ScrewTube's rules. Like, you suck and we hate you, YouTube rules. But I show empty boxes once in a while, and I still have some unboxings of some other Susan-approved stuff. So I'm going to keep reading, but if you guys could maybe get those thumbs ups up just a little bit, because this show's not cheap, guys. I had to, you think this Aunt Jemima syrup's cheap? I had to keep Lami happy, or he was going to leave. If I left my security, you guys know how this works, right? So a few more thumbs ups would be appreciated, just to keep the extremely high production quality of the show up. James Fossey, you're almost a Buckeye. Almost, actually. And my daughter was born in Ohio in the hospital there. So that's another state that's near and dear to my heart. Like, we lived in Michigan, but she just needed a little extra care that the hospital there was able to provide. So, yeah, I love Ohio. Because my baby girl came from there. Well, she came from mama, but was physically born. Do I need to tell you guys how? I do need to tell you guys how this works. You start off with a thing of syrup. Then you end up with a llama. Before you know it. And then if you have a baby girl, like, the stork comes with a little satchel in its beak, and it flies it up, in this case to Ohio, and you pick up the basket, and that's how babies are made. So 2A EDU, everything EDU. We're showing you guys the progression of life here. This is how this works. Rudy Finney with the super chat. Thanks a lot. Rudy Finney's bribing you guys. So whoever said that, how much does it cost to get your thumbs up? Rudy Finney just paid you guys $20. So There you go. Thanks, Rudy. You're awesome, dude. Another good Michigan guy, by the way. Amanda's here. She can vouch for it. People do meet each other on this channel. Screaming Skull Saloon, Minnesota. Now, Minnesota's almost in Canada, too, okay? It touches just like... So, you got to team up on these Texas guys with me, all right? Screaming Skull. Yeah, there's snowflakes of all kinds. In Michigan also. I hear you, man. Mateo with the super chat. Thanks, dude. You know that's not necessary with how much you help out the channel, but thanks a lot, dude. I mean, none of this is necessary, but I appreciate it, and I've shown you guys stuff already tonight. I'm putting everything back into this channel. I work full-time, like killing myself outside for my family to survive, and I try to make this channel as fun as possible with cool guns, and you guys are helping out, so that's awesome. Alexander, Michigan may end up in Canada if Greedy Gretchen will have her way. Yeah. White Space Marines, nice to see you again, man. Been a little busy, but yeah, good to see you too, buddy. Edward Kent, what's happening, Edward? Yeah, nobody likes Benware. I think Uncle Dan likes him, but he's just as big of an a-hole, so there you go, right? Kathleen Music Lover, there's one that I like. How you doing, Kathleen? What's happening? Cats and Cars, what's up? I start at 9:30 Eastern time, and I'm still saying hi to everybody, which is kind of what I enjoy doing the most. Oscar with the super chat. He didn't have anything to say, but I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Thank you, man. That's awesome. And remind me, I'm going to show you guys some more ammo I have. I'm definitely going to be able to test some of these guns because I was able to score a little bit of this Impossible 9mm earlier today. Mark Malone. That is a bottle of completely non-racist syrup. Llama. I don't know what color you call him, but he's not exactly white, and no. Completely neutral syrup. Threaded for my pleasure. What's up, dude? How you doing? Listening from work. You're always working. You work as much as I do, don't you? You might work more than I do. Mateo, thanks for the reminder. I'm going to show that in 1 second. There's just too many good people in here, so I'm still saying hi to them. Like Bill Alexander just popped in. What's happening? Michael Winston. Let's see here. I'll read that one more time. The Josh Benware. Nobody likes me. I'm an a-hole. That's what he said, not me. John Austin. Hello from the Northwest. What's happening up there in the Northwest? I'm just scrolling through here. Yeah, Bill Alexander, 97 watching, 58 likes. And there's Ozark Yemen. How's it going, man? What do you think? Do you like Josh Benware? Sorry, slow down and won't let me see more comments. ATT throttling me. That or Susan. Susan's always hanging out in here, guys. Trust me. Susan Whitmer. No, that's Gretchen Whitmer. This is Susan Wiki, guys. Rusty Williams of the super chat. Thanks, dude. I appreciate it, man. You guys can say something if you want, unless you're just giving a little donation towards ammo and stuff. And I get it either way. That's awesome. End it. From Ohio. What's up? 9mm is scarce, Kathleen says. I agree. It's kind of scarce everywhere, unfortunately. JD West. Yeah, only 65 thumbs up. Pretty poor. Well, hey, it's 75 now, so awesome. A-Dub, slow down. Need to take notes. Yep, you're wrong. Babies come from the bear factory. Yeah, that's true. See, I'm getting it all messed up. Ugh. All right, whatever. Okay, Brastard. Yes, some of these from RTI, and I have like 13 of them here, are cool. Like that's one right there. But I'll be honest with you, man. I bought a supposed to be a Yugo 2047 Mauser in good condition. It wasn't a Blem. It wasn't a B grade. Stock's completely sheared off of it. Was jiggling around in two pieces in the box. I bought a K98 German Mauser that was supposed to have all the correct markings. All the markings were scrubbed, and it's missing the safety. I bought one of the crack stock VZ52s, which is supposed to have a repairable crack in it. Actually, I bought a couple. One has a hairline repairable crack. The other came with the buttstock sheared into two pieces and like a couple inches of wood missing, so I can't even splice it back together. And the other 10 are actually pretty cool. So it's hit and miss. I ordered them over a couple purchases, and I was so skeptical of buying from them. So skeptical. So I bought like two. I was like, oh, these are as advertised. These are pretty cool. So then I ordered one more, and I'm like, this one's pretty cool. Then I ordered a few more, and those were cool. And then a few more, and they were all completely garbage, and I have to get a hold of them because they literally sent me guns that, like, are parts guns at best, but I didn't buy them as parts guns. Like, I bought them as a good NRA graded condition, which should not be missing massive parts and should not be sheared in half. So, in full disclosure, I haven't reached out to them yet. We'll see what they're going to do about it. I don't know, but yeah, I don't know, man. Luck of the draw is all I can tell you. Just luck of the draw. I've got some pieces I feel lucky to even get that, like, you haven't even seen for sale in this country, like, hardly ever before. Gervais 88 carbine, unmodified, where it still takes end block clips. I mean, that's a pretty tough find, right? So that one I'm stoked about. But the sheared Hugo Mauser, and it's a 2450 by the way, not a 2447. So not even the same model, broken in half. The K98, all the pictures they showed said all original markings. It had no markings on it, not even like the proof mark with the year. Like, all markings are scrubbed, and it's completely missing the safety. So I don't know if that answered your question, Brastard. I have no idea, man. 556, Mike Smith said, is hard to get, as well as 22 LR. This is nuts. It's all getting to be so hard to get. Let's see here. In Magnus says, are hollow point 9mm more likely to jam when chambering? Yes and no. So a gun that I would carry has to be, proven to take hollow points and FMJ. So I have firearms that feed hollow points like it's nothing. But with that said, yes, you're much more likely to get a jam on a hollow point with any random gun than you are an FMJ. So just on the surface of things, the answer to your question is yes. But before a gun's worth its salt for me to carry, it better take hollow points. And that's for like a concealed carry pistol. Now, with other guns like an AK, I opt for FMJ usually. So assuming you're talking about pistols, yes, they're more apt to jam, but I'm not really concerned with carrying anything for protection that'll only take FMJ. But I have many milsurps and other guns that I just enjoy to plink around with and collect and just enjoy them generally, that don't feed hollow points, but I'm fine with it because that gun's never going to be anything that I'm going to count on to defend myself with, most likely, right? So, let's see here. I'm just trying to catch up. You guys talk on here, and it goes by really, really fast. Mandatory masks in Michigan Monday. Yeah, that's what she says. I don't think so, though. Gun buyers should have the G3C available. Yeah, see, they're coming and going, guys. Look, I told you guys the truth. I bought mine on Gun Buyer. A fellow viewer here said they have them. I bought it. It was $280, free shipping. I thought that was right in line because other places had it for $260 plus $20 or whatever shipping. So it was about right. I guess they've raised their price to $319. I don't know those people there. I don't know why they raised their price. Maybe they're taking advantage of you. I don't know. Or maybe their supplier raised the price. Or maybe it's just supply and demand, and this is what capitalism's like. I don't know. But I have seen you guys helping each other out in my comments. Somebody early this morning when I was reading a comment said, hey, they're for sale at Palmetto right now. And I clicked, and they were. I bet you an hour later they weren't, though. I've noticed, and I tried to give you guys this tip in my last video. You're looking for a G3C, a Stoger, one of these guns that's hot and it sells out instantly. For some reason, most of the major online gun shops like to restock it like 3, 4, 5 in the morning Eastern time. So if you're on the West Coast or even the East Coast, you want to stay up really late or just get up really early, I'm telling you, that's when they're coming in stock. So by the time you check at 9 in the morning or noon, they're almost always gone, right? So it's just something I've kind of noticed from different viewers giving me tips and just kind of piecing things together and putting 2 and 2 together. That's kind of what I've noticed. That's your best odds, real early in the morning or really, really late at night. And then they'll just put like a few back in stock, and then they're just gone like instantly. Oh, the Gross carbines have come down to $350. You know what, Brastard? Thanks for telling me, and I think I want one. But what do you think, man? After the story I told you, and you know that they're and you and I go back a long ways, Brastard. So you know, me and you both know all about IO and Royal Tiger. But what would you do if you were me? You know, I love this old, cool, interesting milsurp stuff. I love the Ethiopian story. I love that so many of these guns coming from this cache are like unmodified. Like, it's hard to find these guns that were unmodified, except for Ethiopia. Like Gervais 88s, both the mission rifle and the carbine, that weren't modified to take stripper clips. Those are tough to find. So there's some diamonds in the rough there. But after I got like 3 broken guns that were like completely inaccurately described, kind of got a sour taste in my mouth. So I don't know what to think about it. And so many of you guys, just so you know, you guys give me your stories and you're like, man, I'm getting screwed over by this company. I'm getting screwed over by that company. I bought this gun and it's broke. I don't know what to tell you guys other than if misery loves company, I'm right there with you. I've had so many guns that I'm very positive on, and everything with the buying experience and the gun itself was just awesome. And I like to focus on the positive things, but I've gotten guns that just didn't work out of the box, that were atrocious. I literally just got 2 guns that are, I wish I could touch them, but I can't, that are right back there, that I didn't buy in a B grade, that was sheared right in half, and it wasn't even the same model number. Another gun that, as you guys know, a K98. It's worth money because of its original markings. And they literally bragged in there. All metal is in good shape with all original markings. There's not one marking on the whole gun. It's 100% scrubbed, and it's missing, like not even there, the whole safety assembly. So this is just blatant, like I was blatantly just lied to. Like, you're buying this, crystal clear description. I read all of it because I read anything before I sign it or before I buy it. And I bought something that was advertised to me for the price that I thought it was worth, and I got something that was worth half as much. It happens to me too, guys. You know, I try to stay positive, but I've gotten emails from you guys and messages throughout even the last week, and they're like, you know, I don't know how you can think G2C is a good gun. I got one, and this guy's telling me this is a complete piece of crap. It broke after 5 rounds. Taurus has had it for 9 weeks and hasn't even gotten back to me. Look, I believe you, and it sucks. And trust me, I'm going through this right now with another company right now, so I totally hear you. Now, my Tauruses have all worked great, and that's why I tell you they've worked great. If one fails, you'll be the first to know. But, yeah, guys, I get screwed over. I get hung out to dry. It's just a tough. We love guns. We love collecting them. We love shooting them. Probably more important than that, we love our life and liberty and to protect our families. But the gun industry is a pretty tough role, you know. Owning a landscaping company, I buy equipment and things like that for my business. If there's even this much of a problem, you just mention it to them and they all make it right. In the gun industry, if you have a problem, it can be really, really tough. It can be really tough. And they're like, prove it, prove this, prove that. You send it to us. And then like months later, and you're lucky if you guys ever get that, I get the same thing, guys. So there you go. But with that said, then you get that Gervais 88 carbine, and you're like, wow, how did I even get one of these in original condition? So it's all a toss-up. But I just wanted to address, if any of you guys are watching it tonight, some of you guys that come in the comments, and they're like, hey, man, I get bad luck, you know. I do too. It comes with the territory. The gun industry can be a real tough industry to deal with, especially when there's so much panic buying right now and they're selling record sales. Probably a lot of them have the best intentions and are great people running these companies. They're just selling too many guns to keep track of everybody. So maybe some of them are nefarious and they're just trying to rip people off. Probably both, but I think there's a lot of good ones that just can't keep up. Raw Feeding 101, what's happening, man? How you doing? Another good friend and great channel right there, man. I appreciate it. I always appreciate you hanging out. And did you get my message from the Facebook group? When you're putting in the date to register your Taurus warranty, it'll say purchase date. That's actually a link. So click on the word purchase date. It'll pop up a calendar. And then you click on the date of the calendar. If you just try to type in like 07/10/2020, Taurus will reject your warranty registration. But click on literally the words purchase date. It'll pop up a calendar. Boom, boom. Yeah. It's kind of a goofy process. You really can't type it in. Erwin, hello. How are you? I'm pretty good. How are you? Pretty good after I just got done letting you guys know that I got 3 guns that were completely broken in half. But let's see here. VA Wolf. What's happening, Wolf? How you doing, man? Sorry late. Yeah. But never heard you're on YouTube. You know what? They're not sending notifications. That's the other thing. Have you guys had this happen? Because I know a lot of you guys have channels of your own and are subbed to other people's channels, certainly. And Man, I bet you I've had 3 dozen people, which is a lot because this isn't a big channel, you know. I've had 3 dozen people take the time to reach out to me and say, hey, man, I was unsubbed from your channel. Didn't click it. There's no way I clicked unsub. Was just wondering why you weren't in my feed. So they typed me in manually. And yeah, so are they unsubbing you guys from this channel or other channels that you like? Because I know I've been unsubbed from a couple channels recently. Is it just their way to just take another nitpick at the gun channels? I don't know. I noticed a couple channels I was unsubbed from that I subscribed to, you know, were gun channels. They were. They haven't unsubscribed me from any of the non-gun channels. So I'm a sample size of 1, though. So let me know what's going on, guys. Daniel DeLeon, I might consider wearing a mask if it's my, but I'm definitely not going to if forced to. And I think that's where a lot of us probably draw the line. And I'm going to say it one more time. I've said it 1,000 times, guys, and that's because what I mean. I'm not going to change my story on it. If you want to wear one, wear it. Because if I tell you cannot wear, then I'm being just as dictatorial as somebody that tells you must wear. And that's how if you want to wear it, wear it. You always have to use your common sense. If you have any common cold or any common flu, including this one, don't go by grandma. Like, no, none of you guys would have done that anyways, right? Like, have you ever, like, your grandma's in the hospital, hypothetically, right? And she's not doing good. She's old and she's got a heart condition and she's just trying to get better, but things aren't so good for her. If you had the flu 10 years ago, what if you walked in next to her hospital bed and given her a kiss on the lips? I hope you wouldn't have, because I've never done that, and neither would you. So be safe, because we always would be, and we love people. So wear a mask if that's what you think you want to do for whatever reason. Like if you're working with chemicals, you know, I would probably wear a mask. That is when I wear a mask, by the way. If I'm working with toxic chemicals, I wear my respirator mask. If I'm dealing with dust, like sawdust or sanding, I sand deck sometimes. Oil-based finishes, you're crouching down over it on your hands and knees, I wear a dust mask, N95. P100 GME type respirators for airborne chemicals, volatile organic compounds, chlorine, etc. So I choose to wear one when I feel I need to, and always have for those applications. So if you want to wear it, wear it. But to say you must wear it is just as crazy as saying you can't wear it, right? But here's the problem. I'm basically getting to the point where I can't wear one for dealing with benzene, toluene. Look those chemicals up. Just those 2. There's like 20 I could list. They're called volatile organic compounds. I can't buy a mask. It's not available. So there's a big conundrum here. These people that say they care about everybody and we want everybody to be safe. Yeah, well, guess what? Guess what? Everybody doesn't get elected to office, Gretchen, and get to sit there in the governor's mansion, paid for by taxpayers, right? Getting bribed by special interests. All your family and their associated businesses and trying to give contracts. She got busted, though, trying to give a contract to one of the big donors. You guys remember that? Everyone doesn't just get to sit there like that. Some people actually have to work around chemicals and things like that. So for all these, quote, compassionate people that are putting this fear-mongering and this run on masks because people are outside 1,000 miles from nowhere but have to wear a mask, and then there's a guy that's breathing in volatile organic compounds that can't find a mask. How's that compassionate? How's that compassionate? Government's buying up all the masks and hoarding them up and distributing them to make a false price increase. I'll tell you what, I can't be the only one in this chat tonight, and I know I'm not the only one in this state or even my local town that has to actually deal with chemicals that you should never, ever breathe for even 5 minutes. That, how dangerous is this flu? Well, you can hear debates on that all day long. People debate back, they'll debate forth. And since I'm not a doctor, you're not going to get my opinion on that. I mean, I'll give you an opinion here and there, but I'm not going to give you anything to take as fact on that because I don't know, and quite frankly, I don't care. But look up toluene and benzene and tell me if anybody has ever said that's not toxic. So they're taking masks away from workers that work around toxic chemicals that are dealing with truly dangerous things. I would ask the governor, has she ever heard of asbestos? Has she ever heard of vermiculite? That textured, it looks like kitty litter, but it's like styrofoam weight insulation they used to put in attics. back in the 30s, 40s, up into the 50s, and then they realized all of it is contaminated with asbestos because they were mining it from the same quarry and used all the same equipment, and it got cross-contaminated. So it's pretty ironic, isn't it, that people are worried about getting sick from a cold or a flu or whatever the heck it is, and they declare this plandemic. And I did say plan because I believe it's planned, and it's all part of a big plan. But you can't get it when you're dealing with known toxic chemicals that there's not one person, any serious person, of course, that's ever said it's not toxic. Like 100% of the people agree that there's toxic chemicals out there. And there's a 0.00001% chance that somebody could die from some sort of flu. But you're going to make them wear masks and then not let people get access to masks that actually need it? What's up with that? Well, I think it's hypocrisy. And I'd like to let them off easy and say it's just ignorance. It's not ignorance. They don't care. They don't care about the working people. Because actually, contrary to popular belief, here's what I've noticed. I've noticed the more conservative people out there are the truly working people. All these big businesses that are out there to take our country away from us and to fundamentally change America and instill communist values on our children and to try to fundamentally from the ground up change our schools, our society, and completely destroy everything. You know who they are? They're the multinational corporations that are owned by 99.9% people that donate to and vote for the Democrat Party. So no, from what I've noticed, it's not the Republicans sitting high on the hill. Yeah, they all sit high on the hill, and they're all no good pieces of crap. But if you look at who truly owns these multinational corporations, who all these governors are bought and paid for, look at Bloomberg. How much is Bloomberg worth? What party is Bloomberg in? See, there's been this misconception that if you work with your hands and you work on the assembly line, that you're a Democrat. The Democrat Party's done nothing for you. Now, the Republican Party doesn't do much either. I'll say my own devil's advocate. Trust me, we're in a broken system where it sucks, where you're voting for two sides of the same crappy coin. Do I want crappiest or just ever so slightly less crappy? I totally get it, guys. And I know that's how most of you guys truly feel. But they still run we're the party of passion. We're passionate. We care about the little people, except for I'm reading through the chat here, people that are in the construction industry that know exactly what I'm talking about. They can't get a mask. Why? Why? Because Nathaniel Hawthorne wrote a book, and it's a fictional book, but it's not quite so much fiction. He wrote a fictional book back in the Puritan times. He wanted to call out how the Puritans were a little bit hypocritical, see? Because being God-fearing and God-loving, that's what I am, and I think that's awesome. But you can get to the point where you're a little bit sanctimonious, where you start to think that you're so holier than thou, that you actually commit more sin against the so-called sinners than they're actually committing, and it becomes a hypocrisy and a conundrum, right? So he wrote a book called The Scarlet Letter. And there was a lady, it's been a long time since I've read it, I believe her name was Hester, that cheated and committed a crime and a moral sin against God. And there was a scarlet letter that she had to wear in this book. And like I said, this was a fictional book, but he was calling out something true that really happened. And I think it's applicable today, right now, especially when it comes to these masks. And this letter meant many things, and it changed a little bit throughout the story. But ultimately, what the letter meant is shame. You did something shameful, and you have to bear this mark. You have to wear this scarlet letter on you. And if you don't wear the scarlet letter, well, you could get in trouble, right? So, we've already been shamed for almost everything. Shamed for the color of our skin on both sides. All colors have been shamed in some way or another, including in the past and currently. Now we're getting shamed for the air we breathe and who we choose to breathe air amongst. And it's actually getting to the point where I feel right now in Michigan, and I'm finding out from you guys in other states, okay? Mandatory mask. Now, does the governor know if you already had this flu and got over it perfectly fine and it was no big deal and you went for 2 or 3 days and you were fine? Maybe. Maybe you never caught it and you're never going to catch it. Maybe you're going to catch it and you don't care. Maybe you're feared for your life that you're going to catch it and you do care. These are all free will and things you can think for yourself. I don't know. Does anyone else look at it this way? I'm starting to look at this mask like it's the Scarlet Letter. Because this mask is becoming way more than just a mask. Because here's how it is in Michigan, and I think in most states. It doesn't have to be N95. It doesn't have to be GME, P100. Because those of us that actually work around chemicals and things, we know that if it's aerosol, you've heard doctors talk about this phrase, it's aerosol. You need something that's like GME or GMA P100 screw-on cartridges. You need that to stop aerosol. If it's large particulate, we hear them talking about, well, it's large droplets, it's particulates. You need at least N95 for that. I'm not a medical expert, but I'm telling you, when it comes to chemicals, that's what you need for dry dust or large droplets. You need generally N95. You need P100, which is 99.9999% to stop what they call aerosol. But you can have something that's made out of this that you can breathe through like nothing. This is one of those cool dry. People often think, why do you wear sweatpants? No. This is called a UV shirt. It's made by Hanes, UPF 50. It blocks the sun. But the way it works is the fabric wicks the moisture away and your own sweat cools you. This fabric does nothing. I can breathe through it. But if you put something with this fabric around your face, you're fine. Now, again, I don't know. I don't really care what the medical science says. But at the same time, as long as you're wearing it and you're covering your face, you're considered okay. And if you don't, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. And there's the mask shamers out there. There's people that used to hold the office of, but now they're just empress. In the case of Michigan, the empress of Michigan, totalitarian dictator, where the Michigan Supreme Court already decided that, hey, the 30th of April was it. The legislature extended her emergency powers till April. The April 30th, the law states that to retain the emergency powers after 2 weeks, the legislature has to renew them, and they did not renew it past April 30th. She doesn't even have the power, in my opinion, and many constitutional lawyers and legal scholars' opinions, doesn't even have the authority to put out edicts. But she's saying you have to cover your face. She doesn't care what it's made out of. It doesn't even matter. You know, you could grab a Kleenex. You could grab a Burger King napkin. And if that's over your face, you're fine. Again, you guys all have free will. Decide for yourself if that Burger King napkin is going to protect you or others. If you think it will and you feel you need your protection, please wear it. I'll never shame you for wearing it. Okay? Because I'm not a communist and I'm not a Democrat. And I don't blame people for pursuing their God-given rights, that amongst these are life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness, that if you need to wear a mask to be happy and to have liberty and to liberate yourself from this cold or flu, then go for it. God bless you. Wear it all you want. But if I want to pursue my happiness by breathing air and not having to put on anything, something to hide my identity and be ashamed of myself, I'm not going to wear it. So there you guys go. This reminds me a lot. This is sanctimonious. This is holier than thou. These people are so much better than you. They think they're so much smarter than you. And if you dare question them, like, just shut up and do what you're told. We know what we're talking about. We have science. We have data. We have your best interest in mind. In fact, we're so much better than you and have so much of your best interest in mind, more than you do. Just shut up and don't even care about yourself. Just let us take care of you. Oh, by the way, since we're taking care of you so much, we're going to need a 70% tax rate. Don't believe me? Look at a lot of their platforms that they're running on. Look at when Bernie Sanders sat up there and said that he wanted, Denmark's tax rate. Yeah, that sounds real cute till you look up Denmark's tax rate and find out it's 70%. Why? Because they're taking care of you that much. So they say. So yeah. People like Gretchen and many others, the Empress, the totalitarian dictator in chief of Michigan, they care about you so much that you have to do exactly what they want you to do. Because they care so much. Even though the way I look at it is this. If she wanted to have some balls and she truly believed that you had to be protected at all costs, that everyone's going to die. Well, then, A, why isn't everybody dead yet, first of all? I think it would have gotten us by now, don't you? Considering how most experts are now saying, CDC, WHO, which I don't like WHO, but whatever, Gretchen and them, they say if Biden's elected the first day, he's going to join back with WHO again. So there you go. According to them, WHO is the utmost authority. WHO said that this was in the country, and the CDC did months before we even knew about it. Wouldn't we all be dead by now? I'm not a doctor. I'm not purporting medical advice, but do I need to be? If it would literally kill you dead, and you had to mark yourself with a Scarlet Letter, we'd already be dead. So right then and there is a bunch of hypocrisy, if you ask me. Second of all, why isn't she saying it has to be a P100 mask? Is she worried about particulate? Is she worried about aerosol? I've never heard her discuss any of that. I've never heard her once say, this is for your public health, but your mask has to meet a certain microns. Because if you were really worried about health, you need a certain microns. Let me tell you what, you filter the oil in your car. It gets physical contaminant, road debris, dust, dirt, sludge, etc. Your oil filter has a micron. If your oil filter is supposed to have 7 microns, right? But you put in one with twice the holes in it, or 5 times, a 50 micron. You can still do damage to your engine because a big chunk of sand could pass right through it. So you don't need to be a doctor to realize that there's certain membranes that things can pass in and out of. She never talks about that. All she says is cover your face. Cover your face. And if you don't, you need to be ashamed. And she's tried to shame us for the past few weeks. Had celebrities getting on TV. Celebrity, if a celebrity comes on TV and tells me I should do something, I run in the complete opposite direction. Celebrities are basically people for the most part, and there's very few good ones that were too stupid or too lazy to get a real job, so they became a celebrity, right? But the celebrities around there saying, do what you can. Do it for the children. This one doctor in England, right, said millions of people, 10 million people would have died years ago from the mad cow disease. That never happened, but they're still listening to him on this. Look up the guy. Look up the guy that threw this whole country in a pandemic that they all listened to. That said we'd all be dead from mad cow disease by now. Yeah, it's the same guy. Oh, by the way, had to step down because he didn't social distance, and he left when he was under quarantine to have an affair on his wife with his mistress. But we're still all running around having to be shamed, and now in Michigan, supposedly a $500 fine and a non-arrestable misdemeanor charge for not covering our face and covering our identity. Now, does it matter what you look like? No, but you should be proud of what you look like. Why do you have to hide who you are? You know what I'm saying? Your face and your smile is what you portray to other people. So nowadays, when you walk down the street, if you see somebody, you can't, hey, how you doing today? No, you just have to sit there like a drone, like a zombie with no facial expression. Why? Because Gretchen doesn't even say that you have to wear a mask. Actually, if you really look at what the actual edict, because it's not a law, it's not legislation. And in my opinion, I'm not a lawyer, but it doesn't follow law. It's contrary to law. She doesn't even say mask. She says face covering. So they're not even worried about you wearing a mask. I know we say mask and all that interchangeably, but you got to look at it here. This is supposedly legal speak. If they were truly worried about what they say they are, why aren't they actually masks that you have to wear? Why don't they have to meet specific criteria? Microns, carbon, pre-filters. No, just cover your face with anything. Why? Because once you lose your identity, for example, the United States has had an identity. As Benjamin Franklin said, what have we? A republic or a monarchy? He said a republic if you can keep it. That's an identity. It's called nationalism, and no, nationalism's not a bad thing. It has nothing to do with all these other isms out there that people want to say it has to do with. What it actually just has to do with is we're proud of who we are and we want to take care of our own. That's all that means. It doesn't mean you wish anything bad on anyone else. It's called an identity. I'm proud of who I am. You know what? I may not be as good looking as this other dude, but I'm good looking enough and I don't care. And I just want to smile at somebody. That's called having an identity and being a unique person. Because when you look down and you're walking down a gravel road, there's a bunch of rocks there. Do those rocks smile at you? No. In fact, when you see 1,000 of them, yeah, if you look at them close enough, they might look different. But in the end, they just all blend in and look the same, and they're meaningless and they're nothingness. They have no features to them. They have no expressions. They can't smile. They can't frown. They can't laugh. Oh, how coincidental. Neither can you when you're wearing a mask. So just think about that for a minute. They're so concerned about your health, right? But they want policies that will completely and utterly destroy this country. And when you question them, they say, shut up. Don't ask. You're stupid. You're an idiot. And then they want to make us cover our faces and walk around like a bunch of zombies. without even being able to express ourselves? This is sick. This is sick. Many medical experts are coming out now saying we're going to lose more school-age people, high schoolers, for example, to suicide than we are to this cold or flu, whatever the heck it is. I don't know what it is, but whatever it is, we'll probably lose more people in suicide. Why? Because people are miserable. Because people are miserable. And I can't help but to think that every once in a while, if someone's having a miserable day, and somebody in public, a stranger, because here's the thing, the people around the house, their boyfriend, their girlfriend, their husband, they're expected to smile. But what if you got a smile from a stranger and it brightened your day just enough where you didn't swallow that bottle of pills? What if that happened just once? What if it just saved one life, as they say? What if they banned all the guns and it saved one life? What if they just let somebody smile at somebody else and it saved one life? No, shut up, you're stupid. Cover your face. You're nobody. We're all the same. You're all equally nothing. You're all these rocks for us to tread on and drive our tanks over and walk on. You're nothing. Just lay down on the ground. Don't show any emotion. You're nobody. Just put on the darn mask. Let us raise your taxes or whatever you want or whatever they want. Have you guys noticed that, or is it just me? Why do they want you to cover your face? They say it's for science. Well, I've never heard of a scientific instrument. I can go over here and grab a beaker, a measuring cup. I actually have a couple of real rudimentary scientific pieces of equipment over here. They all have markings on them. They all mean something. So I've never been in any scientific environment. And look, guys, I'm not a doctor. I have a college degree. It's the smallest one you can have. But I took chemistry class. Okay, I took a couple science classes. When you're doing a true scientific experiment, you don't just say, throw in a little bit of whatever you want, and a little bit of whatever you want, and see what happens. So why is this based on science, but they say just cover your face with anything? It doesn't matter what it is. Because it seems to me, and this is all my opinion, and that's what this show is, it seems to me they just want you to cover your face. I just got done telling you guys maybe reasons why they might want you to. And why? Why? She had to wear the Scarlet Letter back in the Puritan times in that fictional book, which it sucks when these kinds of fiction actually become more and more true as time goes on, to be ashamed of yourself. And the people shaming her ended up actually probably committing more sin. Because Jesus said, he's without sin, cast the first stone. It also says all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. So there you go. We're all even. All of us suck. All of us are like literally miserable as far as how much sin we've committed. But we're also beautiful, and we have things to be happy about at the same exact time. But we've got somebody in Lansing, Michigan, or wherever your capital is, in Florida, in Missouri, all these other states. Who the heck is this person? They're probably the person that's cheating on their wife the most. They're probably the one that's out wearing the mask the least. They're the ones breaking the quarantine orders. They're nothing. No, I'm sorry, guys. This isn't a religious stream, but I'm just going to follow my faith from now on. You just have to have a little bit of faith. Because I'll tell you what. God, Jesus, they didn't commit any sins. I can follow them, okay? I can follow God. I'm not going to follow somebody that, even though I'm far from perfect, and let me make this clear one more time. I'm as far from perfect as there could be, right? But I still try. I try to be good. I'm not going to follow somebody that's probably most likely doing worse than I am just because they're pulling this holier than thou crap. I know better than you. I care more about people than you do. No, you're nobody to me. Nobody to me whatsoever. So that's my opinion on Governor Whitmer's edicts and many other people's. I will not comply to that. And I'm not going to wear the mask. I'm not going to. If it means I can't go in and buy things, might have to do it the old-fashioned way. I must have to may acquire what I need. I don't know what I'm going to do. But I'm not going to wear the mask. And if store owners turn me away, there you go. I guess I'll have the Scarlet Letter, which is no mask. I guess I'll be a leper if you want to go back to biblical days. Whatever. Not trying to sound too down and out, but another place in the Bible, it's kind of a scary thing to read, and I don't want to dwell on it too long because a lot of people have stayed up at night their whole life trying to figure it all out. But there is something in the good book called the Beast, and it says that you'll take his mark, and if you don't, you're not going to be able to engage in commerce. Well, I've been told by my empress today The emperor said that if you don't take this mark, if you don't cover yourself, if you don't wear this symbol, mark can mean whatever you want it to be, I don't know, but that you can't trade in commerce and you can't step into stores. And I'm not trying to worry you guys, think how you want, but it's happening right now, okay? So that's why I wanted to bring it up. You cannot go into a store. You cannot engage in commerce unless you wear this. I don't know. Has anyone else thought about that? Again, I'm not trying to depress you guys. I don't have it all figured out. I've got less answers than you guys do. And if you feel you need to stay up at night and think about it, go for it. It might be worth some thought. But at the same time, if you just want to look at your beautiful children, smile at them, wish them a good night, get your 8 hours sleep. You know, you guys will decide. But there is some eerie stuff that you've only read about past that's now coming true. So there you go. Just cover your face. It'll be all right. And if you dare say anything else, just shut up. We'll fine you. Right? Misdemeanor. That's a crime in Michigan. I don't know about all the other states, but they call it misdemeanor. Rudy Fenney with the super chat. Thanks, man. I have 8 kids. I don't believe in protection. And you know what? That's your choice. If somebody else comes right in here, and I do appreciate you, Rudy, another good Michigan dude. But here's the thing. If someone else comes in here and says, I have 8 kids and they all wear a mask, I'm fine with you too. Because it doesn't matter if I'm fine with you or not. That's the whole point of this conversation. I don't care if the governor's fine with me, guys. You don't have to be fine with me. I don't have to be fine with you. Like, we can still be cool and we can still be friends and have completely opposite things with this face covering. But when you say when people can't engage in commerce without a face covering, what are you going to do? And you know what I've had people say? Well, you have to do it because you have to eat. Okay, let's go with that for a minute. Michigan, look at Bill 5672. It was supposed to be the anti-microchip law. It clearly gives clear provisions where they can microchip you in Michigan. It passed the House. It hasn't passed the Senate yet, and I'm hoping they're going to be changing it. I'm optimistic they will. But as of right now, it almost unanimously passed. The Michigan House, 2 Republicans voted against it. Every Republican besides those 2 voted for it, and all Democrats voted for it. And at first it starts out and says you can't make someone get microchipped. But then it says unless this, and this, and then you can. So if it starts off that you have to cover your face to engage in commerce, and you say, well, maybe that's not quite so bad. Well, then what are you going to do? Whether it's this month or this year or next year, and they say, well, you have to now take the chip. You have to take the chip or you can't engage in commerce. Then what are you going to do? Because you already softened yourself enough to say, well, I took the mask. I covered my face. It's not even really a mask, guys. It's just cover your face is what the edict says. Makes it a little easier, doesn't it? Because you guys know how that goes, and they know how human nature goes. The first time's always the hardest time, and once you do it, it always becomes a little bit easier. And that can be for good things, and it can be for sin, and it can be for bad things. So if it was easy to put the mask on, maybe it's easy to take the chip. And then what could they do with the chip? Now, maybe you want the chip. I don't know. Probably not many of you guys do, but I'm not going to take the chip. They can do a lot of stuff to you with the chip, stuff you don't even want to think about because, again, you don't want to be depressed all the time. But you guys overwhelmingly asked me to get going on this topic. So if you guys are mad at me, I'm sorry. You guys wanted to know my opinions, and you know I'm going to give you my true opinion. And people don't like it, whatever. I can just be myself on here. But, yeah, that's my opinion on masks and the chip and all these other things that are seriously getting talked about. And I don't mean talked about. I mean written down in edicts that apparently carry fines and misdemeanors with them. Things like Michigan House Bill 5672 that is attempting to enumerate in law ways in which your employer can microchip you. So, I mean, it's going on. So, yep. VA Wolf, brother, the masks make all look alike. Think about it. Yeah, and that's what I was just talking about. That was one of the main essences of my whole rant. You know what I mean? JB and Water 2, what's happening, man? Nice to see you. Your channel and people are here. No, my people are here, and that's why I'm giving you guys my opinion. And look, there's probably some of you guys that are like, dude, I don't agree with half the crap you're saying. That's fine. Hopefully we're still each other's people, though, you know? Tall Titan, more talk, guns, ammo. All right. You know, and that's cool. A lot of people say, I only want to talk about guns. Well, here's the deal. And I'm not mad at you, but you're bringing up a point here. Look, guys, Susan, Wiki, right? She's the CEO of YouTube. She doesn't allow me to touch guns. So I can't touch guns on here, first of all. And I like to talk about guns a lot. And I put out more gun videos than most channels I know. And some people say, well, I came for the guns and left because of your politics. All right, dude, see ya. Like, whatever. I can't care that much. Like, I do care about everybody in a way. But at the same time, I don't really care because I'm just being myself. And I truly believe that with how quick they're able to go through and just sweeping changes of this country, we can have our last hurrah and we can sit and only talk about guns for ever so short of a time as it may be, whether we have weeks left, months left, a couple years left. Let's party it up, you know, party it up like it's 1999. It's the end of the world. And maybe it is going to be, but maybe it's not. And maybe if we keep fighting for our gun rights and fighting against tyranny, I can still put out 2, 3, 4, 5 gun videos a week. But if we just ignore our rights, our civil rights, our God-given rights, and we don't talk about some of this stuff and get thinking about it, and that's the thing. I'm not just lecturing to you guys. I may go off on rants, but I come back and I read this chat, see? And you guys give me a lot of encouragement and you know, helping each other. So, yeah, I think it is important. And that's what's great about YouTube. As much as it's censored and stuff, there's still a little bit of you left in YouTube. And this is me, okay? And I might know less about guns than you, but I might know more about guns than you, and the same as you. I talk a lot about guns, and I really like guns, guys, but at the same time, I'm an American first, and I want to save our republic so that we can keep on passing on guns, you know, throughout our children and grandchildren. I don't want them to be able to look at a picture of a gun in a museum 50 years from now. So this is just who I am. And here's the thing that's awesome about this world, especially in the United States and even in YouTube, because people do watch this all over the world. There's gun channels out there right now that say guns and no politics, and they're out there, and that's what you can watch if you want. Here, you're going to see gun reviews, and you're going to see me rant about politics because I'm both, and that's what I am, and that's why it's YouTube, and that's why it's my channel, and I'm just being myself, because here's how I look at it. I don't want to act. If I acted on here, I could maybe put on a role, and I bet you I could even get a whole bunch of subs real quick if I put on some certain act. But then this would feel like work to me. I work outside doing landscaping and outdoor services for a living. I do this for fun. So when I'm doing fun, I don't want it to be like work, okay? I never wanted to be an actor, and I'm not an actor. So what you see is what you get. This is me. If you like half of me, but don't like the other half of what I do, watch half. If you hate the other half so much, sorry, bye. I can't care that much about it because I just have to be myself. So there you guys go. And that was whoever the gentleman was that said that. That whole thing was not just for you, but I get it. I get it. I get it. There's a lot of people that own guns that are communists just as much as people that want to take guns. I totally get it, guys. I totally get it. I don't care. I'm going to keep fighting for this country and our God-given rights. And if you don't like it, then I don't care. But I can do that and also still love guns and do gun reviews. So I'm going to continue to do both. And I don't want you guys just to have my opinions. If you don't like it, don't watch it. If you don't like it so much, you can't stand to watch my gun reviews, then don't watch those anyways. I've made it to 41 and totally survived on my own. I don't need to do this. But I have a lot of fun doing this and being myself, so I'm just going to keep doing it and being me. So I figured I'd just let that know for all the people out there that are gun owners, but they think they're going to be my dictator, and that's just not how it works. It doesn't work like that. I'm not going to listen to Gretchen, and nobody here is going to tell me what to do videos on. But if you like the videos that I do, that's what you're going to keep getting because it's what I like to do. Chris Gaines, I call this a cash grab. Yeah, I totally agree. I totally agree. Yep. Rockford, what's happening, Rockford? How you doing, man? He said, good for you, brother. I have held strong against masks as well. I've been told to leave stores and have. I will not comply. I have ignored store employees too, and they back down. No way. I've done all of the above. I get it. I get it. To a point, if their store And the proprietor of that store or manager or whoever's, in charge of that store, if they say, I just don't want your business because that's fine. That's fine. They better not violate the Civil Rights Act, though. They better not say because of certain things that are protected rights. They better not violate those. But as long as they don't violate those, just tell me we don't want you here just because of no reason. I'll leave. It's that simple. Just like I said about my channel on here. You're going to do what you're going to do. It's your business. It's your channel. It's your house. You'll have someone in your house. They can disagree with you. But at a certain point, if you're like, dude, I just don't want you here just because I don't care for you anymore, you can tell them to leave your house. So that's fine. I do respect people's individual property rights more than ever. So if they want to kick me out, they'll kick me out. If they don't want to kick me out, they won't. But the governor, that's the problem. That's the problem. There's federal statutes under that. It has to do with color of law. I did a whole rant on that just a couple months ago. Let me take a peek here, guys. See what you guys are talking about. Okay, Alan Zoe says pandemic viruses are harmless and part of the immune system. I am a budding holistic doctor. There you go. And I read one of your comments about a week ago, and you were talking a little bit about some of this stuff. And I do read you guys' comments. I remember you, man. And I've seen you around the chat quite a bit. Good for you. I think there's a lot to holistic doctors, and we probably need more of them. Just my opinion. Michigan Watch. What's happening, man? If we get all counties on board, there's nothing that the governor can do, and the sheriff could actually deputize us, and then we'll have legal standing. And I you know what? There's sheriffs that have offered to do that in different states. You're onto something. I know where you're heading with this, man. I do. I definitely know where you're heading with this. Yes. Oh, nice. VA Wolf, he's saying, brother, I'm known as the Werther's Candy Man because I give it out to women who may have their child acting up or one who looks upset, even men. Here's some sugar-free candy, brings a smile. Not with the mask on, though. Don't smile. Don't even think about it. You have to be miserable. Isolation, despair. Now we need a strong leader. Here they are. It's happened in the past, guys. Look up some of our enemies in the previous 2 world wars. That's what they did. They isolated, despair, made people get rid of any sense of self-worth. And then they all were able to coalesce. Yes, hugs, Kathleen. I'll give you a hug from here, sweetheart. We still have, look at guys, we're having fun hanging out with each other. And this is not supposed to be a negative stream, but you guys started this. You wanted me to get into the masks. And I can't just lightly tread on the mask. I just can't lightly talk about the masks. Once I get talking about the masks, I get talking about the mask. Did I miss some super chats? Raw Feedy's saying? If I did, then YouTube's messing with me. VA Wolf with the super chat. Thanks a lot, man. I appreciate it. And I don't know why, but they bunch it up, and then all of a sudden it like skips forward on me. I just saw VA Wolves. Thank you, sir. And it won't let me scroll back before that. Oh, shoot. Who left me a super chat, guys? I'll definitely read it like tomorrow when I go through and watch all this again. I definitely will. If you guys did, just say @2AEDU so I can properly thank you guys, because when I rant, I'm just kind of ranting, and I don't know why they do this. They take it where like it freezes it all up, and then all of a sudden it just goes boom, and it just moves, right? And I'm definitely not, I'm trying to read just as many comments as I can, guys, whether they're super chats or not. I really am. It's just like, this is awesome. There's so many cool people hanging out, but like you guys have got me like so like outnumbered. I can't read them all. And I am reading the ones that are highlighted in orange is the main ones, because they're just easier to see, because a lot of you guys have cool talks amongst yourselves, and that's the other thing I love about these chats. Just watching you guys getting along and hanging out is pretty cool, right? So we've got Ray says, hey, buddy, how are you? Good for expressing your opinions and being yourself. Freedom of speech is alive and well. Well, thank you. And if that's what this is all about. And like I said, everyone doesn't agree with everything I say, but I just don't want to lie to you guys, because I'm not very good at lying, and I don't want to ever become an actor on here. That just sounds like work, and I think I'd be pretty crappy at it. So Dylan wants to know, do I like but I did say this is Q&A, so start asking me questions, guys. You know, definitely want to answer your questions. Let's see here. He says, do I like the Yugo M57 Towcraft? No, dude, I don't like it. I freaking love it. I love the Yugo M57 Towcraft. That extra round gives it a little longer grip frame. Yeah, I love it, dude. I have quite a few of them. I'd love to grab a couple right now. And those of you that have been around the channel for a while know that if it was back in the day, I'd just like go right around the corner. But yes, I love the Yugo M57 Towcraft. And Classic, I think, has them right now. $219, pretty good deal. Especially those are the CNR ones. I'm going to do a video on that soon. The modern production versus the older production, military versus civilian ones, because I have some pretty cool former Yugo subscribers that have kind of filled me in on some behind the scenes. There's actually some stories and some history to tell about those firearms. And 7.62 by 25, oh yeah, awesome round. Awesome round. Mateo 674 super chat for making me want pancakes and syrup. Well, look, you are who you hang out with. Nothing less than the best. My friend Don Coble, he's the best. Provided a half track for the channel for Lamy. There you go. Look at that. And then the llama, quite frankly. Do you guys really think I would have stuck Lamy with great value or something? No. I mean, look at her. Like I said, beautiful woman on the label, beautiful llama. And I'm sure none of you guys are surprised, including Mateo. Like, there would be nothing but the best, you know, special effects and backdrops for this stream. Steve Adams, guns have two enemies, rust and politicians. I agree. And VA Wolf says he really does. No, that's cool, man. That's cool. Masks are control, and you can't smile with it. Norinco 213. Yep. One of the Norinco Tokra variants. They have the 9mm and the 7.62 by 25. White Space Marines. Thank you. I totally agree. Who left me the super chat that I missed? Trust me, guys. I'm not so good that I only answer super chats, and I am definitely not too good to not read it. Oh my gosh. I just used you guys as super chats from the last month. To get some cool stuff for the channel that hopefully you guys are going to appreciate. So I'm going to take just a quick break to get a drink. I'm going to come back and show you guys some of this stuff that, like I said, Patreon supporters, people that use my Amazon link. I don't mind asking you guys for this because it costs you nothing. If you guys wouldn't mind, just click on my Amazon link when you buy your stuff regularly that you already buy anyways. You go there, you can shop just like normal. You don't need to buy stuff that I'm suggesting. That's just there in case you like it. But just click on the link, buy what you want. I get a very small percentage, but it actually adds up. It was enough for me to buy about 400 rounds of 9mm, which I went through all of that last weekend. And then I have some more 9 here for some future videos. So that's why I try to actually show you guys like what I'm doing because, you know, but I try to put it out there on camera as much as I can so you guys can see, hey, you know, he's doing this and doing that. And that last on BB6 video I did, bunch of requests on that. So I do read your comments and try to, if I can, if I'm up for it, I try to oblige with requests. Here's the Amazon link. It literally costs you nothing if you're bored. If there's someone else's link you're using and you want to use theirs, that's cool too. I don't care. Just throwing it out there. A lot of you guys have hearts of gold, but just don't have a lot of money right now. Yeah, the Amazon link. It's whatever. You notice I never ask you guys for money, but I'll ask you to use the link because it's free. Speaking of friends, there's Alaskan Ballistics. What's happening, man? How you doing? Now, he's doing quite the giveaway over on his channel. Holy crap. That's pretty impressive, dude. Yeah, another good guy. That's also no compromising. Listen to him talk quite a bit. Rossi RS22 question above, raw feeding. Thanks for another super chat, man. I can't go above anymore. Why do they make this chat so hard for me here? Rossi RS22. I can't go high enough. It just like, I'm frustrated with myself, guys. Rossi RS22 question above. I'm looking, and it just only lets me go up so far. Is it the same way for you guys on the chat? You can only scroll up so much and then it's gone. Christopher Bishop, I like SKSs a lot too. Yes, I do. Backderm, I do like those. And I bought them from all different places. My first SKS came back in 1994, face-to-face transaction. I've gotten quite a few. Thanks again, Rudy. You're awesome, man. Sorry I have to cut out early. Love this community. Stay safe and catch you all next week. Yes, sir. Definitely stay safe. Take care of all those kids, man. And we're going to get it together here soon. We lost half this summer due to this stupid flu and Gretchen and all crap. You know what I'm saying? We would have already had a little meet up and get together shoot by now. I don't know when we're going to be able to have it now, but I still want to. We're still going to, and I definitely want to meet you and Michigan Watch and JBM Water too. I'm just naming guys that I think would be in driving distance. Rockford Ordnance. Look, I'd like to hang out with all you guys. I just don't know how many of you could drive to these parts, you know? But yeah, Raw Feeding, thank you for the super chats. And I feel terrible. I miss somebody's. It's just the way that's set up here, like the physical logistics of it. Yeah. Okay, Liberty Not Licensed says, yeah, so let me see if I've got this straight. YouTube won't allow firearm safety instruction streaming. Yeah, you're right so far. But Facebook re-uploads murder. You're absolutely correct. You have it 100%. You get it. Liberty Not Licensed gets it. You guys get it, don't you? Sure, all of you do. White Space Marine, she loves her syrup. Indeed. I mean, can I touch syrup during the live stream, guys? Hold on a minute. What do you guys think? Can he touch syrup? Well, Susan, can I touch? I don't know. Like, what country are we in? Am I still allowed to touch a bottle of syrup in a YouTube live stream? I'll ask Lamy in a second. UNMT, I'm moving right along with the super chat. Thank you. I appreciate it. You could have asked me a question if you wanted, but I appreciate it. Thank you. Reptile guys, what's happening, Reptile? How you doing, man? Oh, you're absolutely correct. We might all not be the wealthiest of people, but in many ways, I imagine we are the richest. There's definitely out of heart in these people here. Yes, sir. I told you guys I like reading this chat. You guys, yeah, you're right. I don't really have anything to add to that. You're right. You lucky Alaskan, Guerrero M saying to, I'm assuming he's talking to Alaskan Ballistics. He is state. Raw Feeding asked me the question. Dude, you don't have to send me 4 super chats for the same question. I'll get you back, though. I got to catch the stream soon, man. The Rossi 22. Oh, you're going to kill me, dude. Ugh. I'm the crappiest stream on all of here. My man, and he's my friend, and he really is my friend, too. Super chatted me 4 times about the same gun, and guess what I have to tell him? I've never had one and don't even know anything about it. Ugh. Come on, Mateo, somebody. Where's some of my tourist guys? Will you please help out my friend? And he is my friend, guys. I don't know anything about the gun that he's asking about, the Rossi 22. Just when you thought you had them all or knew about them all, I don't know. And this is officially the crappiest channel on all of YouTube now. Oh, Iron Horseman, just repeat it for me. Thank you, Horseman. You guys are awesome. I still don't know what it is. All right, I don't ask you guys for much. Please, I need somebody to throw me a bone here. Somebody pour into the comments like right now and help me out. Here's a, what do you think of the Rossi 22 as a plinker, small game hunter, and first rifle? Well, I can tell you guys this much, okay? I can tell you about this. Taurus, Rossi, they're good guns. 22s, though. I think Ruger's kind of got it figured out. So maybe the price is a little bit higher, but I'll tell you what, and I don't know anybody there. Look, I'm just giving you my honest opinion. I don't know how you could go wrong with a 1022. So unless the price is just that much different, never owning the Rossi in my life, nothing against them. You guys know I'm a Taurus fan. I'm going to say get a 1022 because it's probably the best 22 out there. Just throwing it out there. It's an honest answer. Have I heard of the Scorpio? Yes, I have. I showed it just in the last stream, and I'm actually going to show you guys some more. I'll show you right now. I need to go get a drink, though. STV. Ugh. I went to Supermatch G&A before. I had paid for this a week ago, and he sold out in the meantime. But luckily, I got this ahead of time. Here is a full case of 1,000 rounds of Scorpio. I talked about it in my last stream, so I don't want to repeat too much. Here's the deal. It's 124 grain. Don't confuse it for NATO. It doesn't have the pop NATO has. If you have a gun with a stiffer spring on it, like a Stoeger STR9, expect this to recoil and cycle a gun like the 115 grain Federal or Winchester, White Box, or others. This is not to be confused with 124 grain Winchester 9mm NATO. This is noticeably hotter. This is plus pressure. This is not. With that said, is it bad ammo? No. Is it a good price in many cases? Yes. So obviously, since I bought 500 rounds of it, and this isn't my personal stash, this is channel ammo, guys. I keep my personal stuff at home and bring it into the channel when I need to. But there we go. This is previously some that I bought. The previous 500 I already shot for shooting videos. So yeah, I'm buying it. Okay. Because my local gun shops had a great deal on it, and because it's adequate. 124 grains, that's what it says. Many times, 124 grain is also NATO. This is not NATO pressure. It's not plus pressure. Don't confuse the two. So I'll conclude with this. If your gun likes to run on this type ammo, okay. If it likes to run on this, but it does not like to run on, say, this. Stoeger STR9 would be a perfect example if you saw my video. Then you might not want to use this in your Stoeger. However, my G2C, which loves this ammo, I'm kind of giving you guys a teaser for some videos that I'm in the process of uploading this weekend. Then you're going to love it. So there you go. It's great ammo. The price is fine. It is not NATO. It's not plus P. And I know since so often NATO ammo is 124 grain, a lot of people are getting confused on that. These are not the same spec of ammo. However, this is NATO ammo. And this is some Cellier and Balot. There's a 15 box limit from where I bought it from, which is KY Gun Co. Let me show you guys a box of that. And then I'm going to go take a break, and then I'm going to come back and show you guys like 5 more cool things. Did I answer your question, Raw Feeding? Unless the price difference is that much different, I might go with the 1022. What do you guys think? Lil Rob 2030, love your channel. Learn a lot from what you have to say. First time I saw you, you had a SD 9VE review. First pistol, and I love it. Awesome. Awesome. And I need to do a follow-up of that because I have actually shot that more than you guys know. It's just been tough. And being a landscaper and working outside and starting 6 weeks late, it's been tough. Now here's some stuff that should be, I'm opening it for the first time here, but this was actually sold to me as 124 grain NATO. So we'll see. It doesn't say the word NATO on it. We'll find out. According to the description when I bought this, they said this is NATO spec ammo. I'll find out. I'll let you guys know. You can tell instantly. Like when I shoot the Scorpio versus the Winchester White Box, there's not even a debate. So I'll bring some of this into the mix. Maybe you guys like this company. Maybe you guys have some of this exact ammo. This stuff is made in the Czech Republic. I think it says here. Well, Cellier and Balot, Czech Republic. I think that's where it's made. Yeah, made in Czech Republic. This stuff's made in Czech Republic. Is this the same stuff? I don't know. They said it was NATO, though, when I bought it, but I'm not seeing NATO on the box. So this might be one of those instances I was referring to earlier, guys, where you have something blatantly sold to you as one thing and then it's not. I'm kind of already a little leery here, right? I promise you, it said 124 grain 9mm NATO on the website when I bought it. You guys know what I mean? They'll get you sometimes. These gun companies, they'll get you. Yeah, this says S&B. This has a 19 head stamp. So this must have been new old stock from 2019. The Scorpio, I know has a different head stamp, but maybe they're making this stuff in the same factory. Just putting different head stamps on it. This doesn't have a date. Yeah, check this out. Look at this, guys. I'm going to show you something. I'm going to get to my break in 1 minute because I'm withering away, boys and girls. I'm getting dehydrated. But check this out. You open up the box, right? Look at this. Okay, see exactly how this is packaged? Now check this out. Here's the Scorpio. Oh boy. I think I got ripped off and thought I bought NATO ammo and didn't. Exact same packaging. And I mean like exactly the same packaging. Okay. Now let's pull one out here. They've got different head stamps, but that doesn't mean a whole lot. As you guys probably know, there's lots of ammo that's been sold under different names with different head stamps, but it's the same ammo. I'll pull up that KY Gunco ad if someone doesn't believe me, but I promise you, this said 124 grain 9mm NATO. And if it don't say NATO, it's probably not. That's a specific thing. NATO means plus P. And I buy NATO ammo for more money on purpose for certain more military duty type guns that are specified and were designed to run on NATO ammo. And I think all you handgun guys know what I mean. Holy cow. They're both made in Czech Republic. They both are using the same exact packaging. Like the outside of the box has different printing, but even the inside of the box is constructed like, let me show you guys this. Oh, I'm losing some ammo here. It might be hard for you guys to see it on camera, but hold on. I'm losing ammo here. This is hard to do this with all this ammo in front of you. Even like the inside of the box is the same exact color, same exact type of cardboard. Like when you unfold the, like, look at this. This is identical, like card stock material, folded in the same exact manner. The boxes are identical. The trays are identical. The jacketing, the plating on the jacket is identical. I did drop one of these, but what do you guys think? I think I bought Scorpio or whoever really makes it. See, here's the question now. Is it Cellular and Balat making it and Scorpio's repackaging it? Or is Scorpio making it and they're repack? I think they would make it and they would I don't know. They're both made in the Czech Republic. This was never sold to me as NATO, and it's definitely not NATO. This, though, this, they didn't put the box online. Don't you guys hate that when they sell you ammo and they won't actually put like a picture of the box? They just say 124 grain, 9mm NATO. There's only one way to find out. When I shoot it, I'll know in 2 seconds. There's really no debate when you shoot a NATO round versus a, what do you want to call it, powder puff load? All right, I'm going to check the chat real quick. See, an Iron Horseman has the Rossi and loves it, so there you guys go. Again, I don't have anything against it. Let's see here. JD West, I'm not mad at you. You have the right to believe what you believe and speak about it. Sure. I'm assuming that means you disagree with me, but you're being cool about it. As far as the ammo goes, though, what do you guys think? Is that starting to look like it could be the same exact ammo? That's crazy. Right as I'm telling you guys how I got 3 guns busted in half, now I just did an open boxing of something that I paid a little extra for, but probably is the same thing as this, which I paid like much less for. I wanted some more NATO ammo. I'm running out of 9mm NATO, and some of these guns that I bought that I'm reviewing really require / need NATO ammo. Region 1 Resistance said check the powder. Yep. Cellular and Balat for the win. The difference is inside the shell, a typical gunner says. Oh, maybe they're different. But here's the thing, though, guys. I mean, I obviously know that there's different powders. Like, I'm not an expert, but this isn't my first rodeo either. But this will be one of the first times, if this is NATO, that it doesn't say it on there. Like, pretty much all the time when you buy NATO spec ammo, they say NATO. Like, for example, this Sig Sauer, they call this their M17 ammo. And it was 124 grain, 9mm NATO. Now, they put plus P on here. I guess that's double marketing because, by definition, NATO ammo is plus pressure, right? It's certainly more than standard pressure. So, yeah, I'm used to when it says it's NATO ammo, it is. When it doesn't say anything, it's usually not. Our NATO, oh, Liberty not licensed. Our NATO primers still sealed. Are those used to be a giveaway? These are not sealed. But then again, I've noticed though that this Winchester white box, I believe, does not have sealed ammo too, or sealed primers. So, and if it is sealed, maybe they just do such a good job you can't see it. But I know what you're talking about. That classic ring of sealant that you see, right? It looks like nail polish almost. This is a Winchester white box. It's having a hard time focusing there. But there you go. There's no sealant on it. And this is NATO ammo. There's not even a debate. Significantly, nothing where it hurts or nothing like that, but there's significantly more felt recoil in this. So no, not necessarily, but you're right. I appreciate that. That's a good. Kathleen Music Lover says the SMB 115 is hotter than the 124. There you go. Lil Rob 2030 phone's about to die here at work listening. Cool. I appreciate you listening, man. Gets you through the workday faster, right? The price difference Region 1 wants to know. Well, I got a heck of a deal on this stuff. This was bought locally, but this was probably about, oh, geez. I've been getting ripped off just like you guys, I have to admit. Supermatch didn't rip me off, but when I buy stuff online, I think this was like $15 a box, which I was like, man, I just need some NATO ammo, I showed you guys the empty box, but I got the STR9 compact. I already know my full-size STR9 likes NATO ammo. It also likes Wolf. It likes Plus P. I want to shoot that gun more because I love it. I want to do a review. I want to do a review of this one. So I spent, about $4 or $5 a box more for this because they specifically said 9mm NATO in their ad, but did not show a picture. So, hey. I've always had great things to say about KY Gun Co., but they just got me too, I think. But I'll shoot it and give them the benefit of the doubt. This could be the first box of NATO ammo I've ever bought that doesn't say NATO on it. And if that's the case, then awesome. I hope that's the case. I really do. Ian Water says, shoot just a few and keep the rest for later. SG say they're getting more. Yeah, but for what price, right? For what price? Yeah, 15, but all ammo's going sky high. Yeah, like this stuff was 14 at AIM Surplus last time I saw it, right? And this is standard pressure all day long, all life on it, right? This was advertised as NATO ammo, and even back before the price gouging happened, you always paid $1 or $2 more a box for NATO ammo. You get what you pay for, unless there's a false description and you got screwed over by another gun company. 13th Apostle says, what's up, 2A? I love Salaire and Balat. I don't think it is, but who knows? Yeah, I'll look it up later, guys. I ain't going to throw nobody under the bus till I know for sure. I'm just being honest. This will be the first time I bought NATO ammo that doesn't say NATO on it. All right, I still have some more stuff to show you guys, and usually you guys leave when I take a break. Leave if you want, but I'm going to show you some cool things when I come back, I promise. I've got 3 things that are completely unrelated to each other that you guys might like. I'll tell you where I got them, what the deal was, and if you guys would like to see a video. And if I miss something, come back again. I want to answer any questions I can. I think I've answered quite a few questions. Raw feeding. The Balat stuff is standard plinking ammo at all of my ranges. Yeah, I thought I was buying NATO ammo though. Christopher Bishop, it's not PMC, you're good to go. Oh boy, I do actually get the joke there too. I get what you're saying. Some people don't like PMC. Yeah, Mateo said, just saw some NATO spec ammo running in the 40,000 PSA range, same as 357 SIG. Yeah. You guys know that though, right? NATO is plus P. It is. It's plus pressure. Now, is there some plus P ammo that might be loaded hotter than some NATO? Yes. Is some plus P loaded hotter than another plus P? Yes. NATO ammo even. It just has to be loaded at least this. It can be more than that too though, right? So there's a lot of games that are played with these, and that's why a lot of you guys have a certain brand. That's your jam. You just keep buying it. Other guys like to reload their own because these are not all the same, regardless of what the terminology and nomenclature is. And it stings sometimes when somebody puts something, Here's their proffer. Buy this, NATO ammo, 50 rounds, 15 bucks, blah, blah, blah. That's what they're offering you. You give them your offering, which is your hard-earned money. You get something different. We'll see. I'll find out. I'll know as soon as I shoot this. But I think that it's Scorpio. I think I just accidentally literally found that there's, I don't know, we'll see. Czech Republic. I've not even known Cellular Balat to usually be made in Czech Republic. But I buy all kinds of ammo, so it's hard for me to keep up on the intricacies of all of it. Just as I'm ready to take some breaks, some super chats came in. So I'm going to read them real quick, and then I'll come back and answer your questions, guys. COS Tone. Thanks a lot, man. I appreciate it. You could have asked me a question, but thanks for the donation, man. Oscar, what ammo and holster do I like for the G3C? Well, my follow-up review / shooting video is coming out literally in the next day or two. So if you can just hold up, you'll see that, okay? But I did try it with the Scorpio, some Wolf, some Federal, some NATO, I think some Plus P, some Hollow Point. I'm still learning on the gun. I can't quite tell you yet what my favorite is, but just wait like 2 days, okay, man? Holster. Forge Tech is generally my favorite holsters. I like them. I showed you guys a Fox holster the other day. Forge Tech does not have a G3C holster yet. And if you saw my last Taurus video, you'll know that unfortunately, the G2C holster does not properly fit, at least not if you have a formed, holster, does not fit the G3C. So I'm waiting for one just like you guys. I don't have access to one yet. But it will probably end up being a Forge Tech because I really like his holsters a lot. And the fact that he's from Michigan only helps. But I really like his holsters. If I didn't, you wouldn't see him on the channel. Tall Titan with the cup of coffee. Thank you. I keep on complaining that I need to go get a drink. And my man Tall Titan just gave me a drink. But I need a real one too. So I'll be back in just like 2 minutes, guys. And I promise you there's a couple cool unboxings. So if you want to hang out and talk amongst yourselves and chill for a minute, I'll be right back. And why is ammo so sky high? Supply and demand. Way more people want it than they have. And capitalism, people are trying to make as much as they can. And why? Is it really so high? I'll tell you why, man. Why are people buying record amounts of guns and ammo? Because they don't trust the government, and they should not trust the government, and that's why. I'll be right back. I got to grab this to spy on you guys and keep you on your toes, okay? All right, guys, I'm back. A-dubs, put your clothes back on, okay? You can take them off. I can't see you. I'll keep mine on, okay? But you guys can all take yours off. Allow me? Keep me for yet. I meant Aunt Jemima. Can you still get Aunt Miss? From having more than one wife? That's the question I want to know. I think I need some Mrs. Buttersworth here. It just occurred to me like a few minutes ago. And I have a smile on my face because Dauntless Defense is in the house. What's happening, Dauntless? Basically, like so many of you guys, I'm just going to mention Dauntless because he's right here. You know, just sending me encouraging, just little messages, you know, like Jesus loves you and keep up the good work. And I read everything you guys send me and it all goes to heart and I appreciate it. And Dauntless, for a long time, you've been one of the guys that's really been offering me a lot of encouragement, both spiritually and just as a friend. So I smiled when I saw you pop in here. Raymond Williams is here. What's up, Raymond? Let's see here. Okay, so you guys are I'm back, by the way, guys, so you can stop talking crap about me. Cats, Cars, and Ringtail Gangs here. What's going on, man? I've got something here for Kathleen and Mateo. I've got something for Cats, Cars. Well, not really, but Cats and Cars, you know I don't do a lot of Glock on the channel. I do like them, though, but mine went down in a heap. But you guys know anything about this? This is a little item I just picked up. I don't like the Polymer 80 trigger, guys. I just don't. It failed on me, it broke on me, and I never liked it to begin with. It's just my personal preference. So I ordered a trigger, okay? And I ordered this gizmo. Now I'm going to ask Cats and Cars what this is. I know what it is. I bought it. But does anyone know what this is? So there you go. I'm going to use that. But the trigger, due to flu or whatever reason, it's been like stuck in transit. Like the guy I bought it from shipped it like the next day, right? But it's been sitting there for like 2 weeks, like halfway from me to him, just sitting at the United States Postal Service. Yeah, you guys have had that happen, haven't you? It sucks. Somebody knows what this is. Come on. Cats and Cars, tell me what that is that I just showed up there. Christopher Bishop, I have tons of stuff that's non-polymer. I like both, okay? I like both. But I love old milsurps. You guys know that. Jeez, oh, Pete. Canic? Oh, yeah. They're good guns, too. Mark says, what's your opinion about schools opening this Monday in Detroit? Is it just there or all of Michigan? I didn't think school started for a while now. I'll have to look into that. I know Trump wants to reopen the schools, and if you're just asking me bluntly, I want to reopen the schools. Reasons. It was too blurry. Uh-oh. It's an NDZ. It's an NDZ connector, guys. There you go. It did get a little blurry. It's hard for the camera to focus on something that's in a plastic bag. So there's for all the Glock fans. Okay. Especially Cats, Cars, and Ringtail Gang. Shout out to my buddy there. Oh, boy. All right. Here's something else I'm going to open up for you guys. And this comes from across the country. This comes from my buddies Ben and Clint, actually. Ben and Clint over at Classic. He goes by Mag Dump Morgan on Instagram. And this is a new product that they're offering that I wanted to get my hands on to check out. And I was just talking to Mateo before the stream, and he's already has these. He got them before I did. He's better friends with them than I am, apparently, which is good. But he's already tested these and said they were awesome. So somebody I know and trust that's right in here, which, by the way, knows more than I do about most of this stuff, says these are good. So have I given you guys enough of a hint yet? Rod Brown, 3.5 pounds. Rod knows what's up. Actually, you nailed it, dude. So these are the new magazines. AR-15 30 round that are being branded as Classic Firearms. And these just came out like within the last week or so. 4-way anti-tilt super follower, heavy-duty industry-leading spring, rugged and reliable, polymer construction, 100% American parts and craftsmanship. So They're saying these are like 100% American made, which is pretty cool. YouTube's messing with the feed because they hate us. Probably soon to be armed ringtail gang. I like that. That has a nice sound to it. So, made in the USA prominently on this side. Classic Firearms on the other. The 4-way anti-tilt, and it does appear right away that indeed it is. Nice yellow follower. And then that's pretty cool. On the bottom, there on the floor plate, you've got the Classic Firearms, the little CF gear logo. Yeah, basically that logo right there. Actually, now that I think about it, I am wearing this hat right now. And when I saw this, I kind of noticed something. And I was on the phone with my friend, and he's the one that zeroed into it first. I said, that looks familiar. And he said, you know what? That's familiar. So Mateo looked it up real quick, got to the bottom of it, and I ordered one of these too. A men too. So you guys can decide. I'm going to do a video. This is just the teaser. But I think these Classic Firearms magazines might be a men twos that's branded for them, which is a good thing, right? Because, I don't know, everyone's got their favorite, but I've always liked the men twos magazine. So check it out. The men twos, the red. Okay. All right. What do you guys think? You were right, Mateo. All right. I know some of you guys just listen. I'm just holding up these magazines. Look at that. So that's not a bad thing. And in fact, you want to hear what's cool? See, these are the same mags, guys. Like basically, in my opinion, I feel pretty confident enough at this point to say, proven fact, these Classic Firearms mags are a men twos. Well, in today's day and age, $11 is not a bad price for the men two. That's what this was. These are selling for $11. These are $10, so it's actually $1 cheaper for the classic one. The yellow follower is kind of unique, so yeah. I thought I'd get these, check them out a little bit, maybe do a little video with them if it interests any of you all. Yeah, Mateo's saying I like them. They're just as nice. I think they're literally the same thing. They probably just developed a partnership with each other where they had them just slightly alter their molds, you know, just to do a little branding and a little color change. But again, that's not a bad thing. I'm actually using this is a compliment because I have nothing bad to say about them men too. AR mags. Are they the best? I don't know. You guys can decide that. Who said that? You got a sticker too? I thought I was the only one. I saw that pop up. I got a sticker, guys. I got a sticker. But you guys all get stickers too when you order, right? I was about to say, this is the life of a YouTuber. You get a channel, you get a little following, and you get a free sticker. But then I realized you guys all get stickers with your order too. But hey, we're all unique, just like you, and you. And we're all special, and we all get a sticker, right? So yeah, I thought these were pretty cool. Has anyone seen these? Mateo got 2 stickers. Not only did he get his before mine, but he got... Why don't you just take over the show, dude? We all know who the star here is of the show. Psst. Oh, boy. And then this is another random thing. Let me check real quick here and see if I'm missing anything in the chat that's interesting. Well, it's all interesting, but... VA Wolf says, am/was a Glock guy. Still want a Glock 26. That's a good one. We as a group need to get you with Taurus. And I know. I just really want you to be a Taurus reviewer. Taurus doesn't know who I am, guys. But somebody did bring up something. They were nice enough that they said when they registered their warranty, it says, how did you find out about us? Why did you purchase? And they typed 2A EDU in when they did their warranty. That's just what someone told me they did. And Magnus is kind of pixelated. Yeah, that's Susan. Hi, Susan. Oh, boy. She's like, I was this close to monetizing you, but she'll demonetize me yet, guys, on this video. Trust me. Does anyone have a Tanfoglio? Yeah, I know I do, for sure. And I know there's other people in here who do, too. I need to get a new chair. It keeps on just, like, inching down on me. That's what I got for buying this cheap chair, and I'm still using it years later. I'm just real quick trying to see if I can catch up. People, there's Glock fans in here. Yeah. There's people that hate Glock in here. Yeah. Welcome to the gun community. We love to basically say how much we love certain guns and hate others, but it's all in good fun usually. 64 Samsky, good night. And what about this? Mateo, you're going to be surprised to see this. So I was at Supermatch GNA, Newport, Michigan. He was my friend long before I started the channel, still is my friend, and hopefully will be forever. So I'm always going to give him shout outs because, like I said, he's my friend and he's a local business. But when I was there and I did a transfer of that empty box, when I picked up this empty box from the shop earlier, right? This is the compact box, guys. This is the compact box. I also got the STV ammo, and I got this. Is anyone familiar with this one? You can see what I paid for it right there, which seems to be about the best price you can find it for anywhere, really. No shipping because I bought it local, but the Romeo Zero micro open reflex sight. And I'm going to open it up later, but this thing like weighs nothing. It's 0.4 ounces, and it has a polymer housing. Now, that's kind of what's making me excited about it, but kind of making me wonder. So we'll see. I like that it's polymer because it's 0.4 ounces for the whole entire optic. Like, that's crazy, right? But it's a polymer housing optic. But it's a SIG Romeo, and I'm by no means an optics expert, but people that I trust and that know more about optics than me have said, you know, Sig Sauer with the Romeo series are making a, you know, solid, reliable optic. So I did surprise you, didn't I, Mateo? Mateo got 2 stickers because the static cling. Ben and Clint like you more than me. I get it. But Aunt Jemima likes me more, so you can shove it, dude. Whatever, right? What do you guys think? Weapons grade ultralight polymer? I know there's been modern advancements in polymer. We'll see. We'll see. And then 8 user selectable brightness levels. This is the 3 MOA. Okay, they make this in a couple different options. And a 20,000 hours of runtime. I think that's because this has the motion sensor. So when it, you know, doesn't notice any motion, it's going to turn off on its own. So yeah, 20,000 hours, $200. What do you guys think? Do you guys have any experience with the Romeo line? Do you think I'm completely nuts for buying a polymer housed optic? Or are you kind of thinking like I am, like 0.4 ounces is kind of like wicked light? You know what I mean? Like, you can't have it all. There's just no free lunch. What am I mounting it to? I don't know yet, actually. I need to totally figure it out because it's always like this huge like mystery with these people. They'll tell you like their mounting plates, but they don't like to give you the actual dimensions. So I'm going to do a little bit of Legos, but it's probably going to be for a pocket carry gun. I just haven't quite narrowed it down yet. I bought the optic first, then I'm going to buy the gun. But I know I'll find something that it fits, trust me. So I'll tell you what I'll not be mounting it to. I'll not be mounting it to a SIG P365 because as much as I've been wanting to like one, I keep going to the gun shop and dry firing them, not the same one, but different ones, and I can't get over that trigger, guys. I know a lot of you guys love your 365, and I want you to love yours, so I'm not knocking the gun. I can't get over the trigger on it. And it's not that it's too heavy or anything. It's just like mush, 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 and more mush, and then I guess it breaks. Like, it's, I don't know. There's just something about it, okay? The footprint, yeah. The footprint is where you, I'll unbox it. I'll figure it out. I don't know if there's any way to get it to fit on my Canik TP9 SFX, but if it will, and I think it will actually, I'll run it on the Canik and see what it does. If not, I know people. I'll have somebody fabricate me a mount if nobody wants to make the mount I need. So there you go. Somebody was saying they appreciate my G3C reviews. Andrew was. No problem, man. And there's another G3C review coming right out, and I love doing those reviews. So I'm glad somebody appreciated it for sure. Jeremy's getting off for the night. All right, man. Good night. If you're not already gone. If not, I'll talk to you tomorrow. not licensed. The only interesting gun is the accurate one. I love all reliable firearms. Yeah, for the most part, but I'm kind of a geek, guys. I'll buy guns sometimes that I won't even shoot just because I like them so much. But, you know, like Gervais 88 carbines, cavalry carbines, yeah. I might shoot it, but it was made in like 1893 and with different type of ammo, and yeah, we'll see. Guerrero M, I want to put it on the SFX, yeah, but this is probably made for more of a pocket pistol, really? But heck, it's lightweight. I'll run it on the SFX, sure, if I can get it to fit. Yes, the reptile guys. Another video coming up whenever they finally get it to make something exactly for that. I don't want to give away too much because you guys won't come back and watch, but yeah, I just might have a video in the queue of a Taurus G2C G3 optic mount. Just might have one of those coming. Now, G3C is totally different. That's different. That's a Glock dovetail in the back. But for the Taurus, more proprietary dovetail, there is a maybe I'll end up running this on the G3C before it's all said and done, really, if I can get the right plate for it. So yeah. Yeah, VA Wolf says I was debating it, but I'm debating on a few cheaper ones. Cheaper ones not being cheap equals almost Sig Romeo cost, though. It's a fine line. I don't know the answer, guys. Look, Trijicon RMR, which I love Trijicon. They're like 4 miles from where I'm sitting right now, and they put up the most beautiful nativity scene every Christmas, and they're not afraid to say they love Jesus. I love everything about the company, right? And their products are awesome. A Trijicon RMR is on a sale $450. So in that regard, this is a cheaper optic, all right? But there's other optics that are like $19.99. Now, I'm going to make a wild guess that this is better. It better be better than the $19.99 optic. It's probably not going to be quite a Trijicon. I'm a realist, but what do you guys consider this? Is this a budget optic? I don't know. Because $200 is a lot of money to most people, and it certainly is me, but even a lot of the budget brands you've never heard of get pretty close to this. So I thought I'd give the Sig a try. It is at least a name brand I'm familiar with, even if I hate the P365 trigger, and even if the P320s indiscriminately go off and shoot the people for no reason that are carrying them. Why did I buy a Sig, guys? But joking, whatever. And what I said is true, though, isn't it? Sorry for the question, Rob says. No, don't be sorry. If you do 2A EDU, though, if you type that in, it'll make me see it better. But I did see yours anyways. But any recommendations for a light on the subcompacts like the G2C or G3? See, I'm definitely going to do a light. And here's the thing. The G2C is weird, guys. I wish I could show it to you. The rail, the slot's the same, but the way they cut the little diagonals where it truly cinches on are a little more rounded than most. And I found some of the lights, and I have a light laser combo, didn't quite mesh up. And they even say not for the G3C. That's one thing. None of these guns are perfect, where in my opinion, Taurus screwed up a little bit on the G2C. I can't touch guns, guys. This sucks. I'm not going to explain it, but there's the slot across, right? Okay, but then there's the angled portion, like the V shape, right? Where that's supposed to be like a hard point, and then the device clips on it with like a V. It's kind of rounded. So when I was trying to, on the G2C, so when I try to put something that has a sharp apex on each end of the mount up against a rounded edged rail, it wasn't quite locking in perfectly. So I've had a hard time finding a light or laser. Light, I'm a little less picky because it can move a little bit and it'll work. A laser can't move at all, right? Or your point of aim's off. So I've been kind of loath to review any of these lights or lasers I bought for the G2Cs in the past that clip onto the rail, because I found with my couple G2Cs, the rail isn't completely made. I don't know if I want to say properly, but not to like status quo. Now, the G3, though, is. And I did show a couple videos with some lights, so go back and check the playlist. I guess that's the answer to your question. Check the playlist, but it's not quite as simple as you might think, especially if you're running a laser. Now, I'll give you guys another sneak preview. See what you guys get for staying so long? I'm going to get off in like 2 minutes here. I showed you guys this, and I don't care. Hopefully this helps somebody. You get this when you buy a G3C. These go for $99 on Amazon and elsewhere. They're also 95 bucks on Taurus's website. There's a code right here. Laser 30. I used the code. I saved 30 bucks, and there is one on its way. Now this laser is going to clamp on to the trigger guard portion. So yeah, I asked you guys during my initial, unboxing. I said, well, this came with it. 30 bucks off. Let's see here. Taurus's price was the same as everyone else's for this Viridian laser with a 35 off. This is the cheapest I've been able to find it anywhere, right? Now they did charge shipping, but I think it was $8 shipping. So this was 73. Amazon was 99 or 95. So I still saved about 25 bucks off of Amazon. It's on its way. I used that code, and because I literally asked you guys, if anyone's interested in this laser, let me know and I might buy one. And there was like dozens of you that said you were interested. So that'll be a viewer request video for sure. But the lights, the combination lights and lasers, they're pretty cool. But they better mount just right, because a laser, if it's just a little bit jiggly, that could throw you off by quite a bit. Stoeger versus Taurus, what say you? I don't know. I mean, I have way more experience with the Taurus, so I have to say Taurus, just like right now. But I'll tell you what, I like that STR9 a lot. There's no free lunch, guys. I love how robust it is and how light it recoils because of that extra heavy-duty, high-pound recoil spring. But it was puking like crazy on this Federal 9mm 115 grain. But it loved the NATO, and it loved the Wolf. And follow-up video that I already recorded the footage coming out very soon showing you some other ammo that it loved. And not coincidentally, some weaker ammo that it actually didn't like. So the Stoeger, I've noticed, if you're willing to use duty ammo because it's a duty pistol, I love it. It doesn't like the super cheap brass. But then the Wolf, which is cheaper than all of it, it actually loved that too, which is basically backing up what I've said for a long time. And I don't care if you guys like hearing this or not. Some people are going to hate me for saying this. I found Wolf ammo, regardless what you think of steel case, to always be a little bit hotter than like a real cheap, PMC, Federal, Winchester, you name it. Just regular, like about as low pressure as you can get plinking brass round. I've always found the Wolf to be a little bit hotter. And in my opinion, it proved it yet again with the Stoeger. Now my G2C, much lighter recoil spring, much, okay? And it pretty much has fed everything all my different Tauruses have. So there you go. Now, some people say the Taurus might beat itself up quicker because it's got that weaker spring. And I will say this, even Taurus in their own manual says it's pretty rated. And for you new guys to the channel, definitely go back and look at my videos. It's in the Taurus playlist. Can you use plus P in your Taurus? I explain all this, but I'll summarize real quickly. Yes, you can use plus P in your Taurus, but the manufacturer tells you to use it sparingly and occasionally. So a gun that's sprung to only sparingly and occasionally using plus P likes to eat the real cheap, low recoil stuff. Something like the Stoeger, which is basically meant to run 124 grain NATO, which is plus P. It's basically made to eat plus P its whole life. It has a really, really robust heavy-duty spring that makes it where it can withstand that extra pounding, quicker reciprocating, just generally more pressure, right? It's going to not really like it. It's just the trade-off. So there you go. But I like steel-cased ammo, guys. And I'm not telling you to use it, though. Because see, here's the thing. I didn't pay for your gun. You did. Or it was gifted to somebody that you love by somebody you love, and they spent their money on it, right? Somebody, not me, spent their hard-earned money on your gun. If you're apprehensive about Wolf, don't do it. If you love it, then you know where I'm coming from. If you hate it because it makes it jam, don't do it. If you think it's going to tear up your gun, please don't. Because you spent your money on your gun, not me. But I buy my guns, and a lot of people are broke and just want to shoot steel because it's the cheapest. So they shoot it, and people want to know. And I shoot it too. So that's my thing with steel case. But I never would push it on anybody because I understand some of you guys are a little apprehensive about it, and I get it. I really do. And I won't shoot steel on all my guns. Trust me. If there's a gun out there that's from World War I, it might have been made to shoot steel case anyways, but if I'm worried about maybe that extractor is a little bit brittle and I'll never find another one again, and if I do, it won't be matching serial numbered because a lot of milsurps, they'd serial number every screw. I might put in something that's a little softer, brass cased, a little lighter recoil. If it's collectible enough, I might not even shoot it, but you guys know what I mean. A gun that you want to keep nice, but it's not like a museum piece either. So I get it. G2Cs, Stogers, that kind of stuff. Man, I'll just dump steel down it like nobody's business, and I don't care. I think it's totally cool. JBN uses it. Yep. He says, if someone comes to my range in 1,000 years, they will think that all hell broke loose here. Oh, man. Well, come on, dude. It hasn't been 1,000 years, but dude, I'm so happy to hang out with you guys, but some of this stuff makes me miserable. You know how bad I want to hang out with you all? This guy has an awesome range, is inviting me. Like, what an honor to be invited to somebody's personal property to shoot on their range. Like, again, you buy guns with your hard-earned money. How much hard-earned money does it take to buy acreage of the range? And I'm humbly invited, but I started off 6 weeks behind because of this dictator empress and can't even get time to make new friends and hang out with the couple friends I do have. Sucks. It sucks. And again, we all still need to be happy, though, but we're all going through this crap. This flu has affected all of us so much, and there's good people right here that are like, you're welcome to come shoot on my range, and I want to so bad, too. But I'm definitely going to make it out there, dude, very soon, and I really appreciate it. It's just like I could not exaggerate. If I tried to tell you guys how much it screwed me over, I'd either cry or make you guys so miserable you'd cry. Like, this whole shutting down the state, literally, I've been doing this 20 years, guys. Like, if you added up all the problems I've had in the previous 19 years combined, that's what it is this year. It's literally that bad. I'd much rather be out hanging out with you guys and shooting. Trust me. Hey, and like Stephen Kenny said, hey, at least you don't live in Oregon. And I feel embarrassed for even saying that because so many of you guys live in even more draconian states. And so many of you guys have problems 1,000 times worse than mine. So don't take it the wrong way either. It's just lawn service and landscaping was non-essential for a long time, and the grass grew, and I'm still dealing with clumps where I was cutting people's lawns 2-3 times for one money because they should have been cut like for weeks and weeks. You guys probably get it to a point, right? It sucks. Dauntless Defense. Who was that masked man? Oh, man. Not me. I'm not the masked man. Well, unless you guys come out to a job site with me and I'm spraying deck stain or chlorine bleach, then you'll see me with the respirator. If I'm sanding the wood, sanding some varnish off of some wood or some oil-based product stain, you'll see me with the N95. So you will see me with a mask when and only if I'm around dust or chemicals. So, oh, yeah. Yeah, you too, Steven. Take it easy, man. And trust me, I'm not trying to say like one guy has it worse, one guy has it better. It's not even like that. It just sucks for all of us. And I totally get it. Yeah, look at this. Southeast Swank. You know, I got invited to my friend's bee farm, but COVID put a... Yeah, I know people that missed their 25-year high school reunions, people that couldn't even celebrate the life and mourn the death of loved ones. Heck, I don't know if he's still in here right now, but my friend from Michigan, when his wife passed away, they couldn't even go into the hospital room to say goodbye to their mother and mother-in-law. So gosh, do I feel guilty complaining. People have not even been able to say bye to their loved ones. People haven't been able to do proper funeral services and religious ceremonies and religious gatherings and sermons and mass, you know, whatever type of religion you are, or to the mosque, or, you know, because trust me, these rights to peaceably assemble and to freely move around the country, these don't just apply to Christians. They apply to all religions. They apply to all people who don't believe in anything. They apply to the atheist, the agnostic, and some people would say probably even the devil worshiper. I mean, you know, religion. But yeah, people haven't been able to properly bury loved ones. They haven't been able to pray in the manner in which they want to, which I don't believe you need to be in a church to pray. But certainly people need the emotional support of loved ones to pray with. So me talking about how long the grass got, yeah, it does seem pretty small the more I think about it. But at the same time, when it comes to logistics of getting to actually do things I want to do this summer, I'm pretty much screwed. And yes, I have your number, and I thank you very much. Bougie, Texas, y'all folks are great. They are, dude. Like, these are some good people in here. When I say that, I truly mean it. I mean everything I say on here, guys. I do. Tell you what I really, really mean is when people on here say there's some good folks in here and some good people in here, that's just true, period, okay? End of story. Cats, Cars, and Ringtail. He's a good guy too, but we're not going to block him just because you don't like Glock. Beretta Man, where have you been? Always dreamed. I think Beretta Man took a nap. He was dreaming. Or were you with Beretta Woman? Now, if you were, I don't want to know. Okay, I don't want to know. Just like as soon as I get off here in 2 minutes, we're not going to know what Aunt Jemima and Lami talk about. So, what do you guys think? Was Beretta Man dreaming? Did he take a nap? Or is he with Beretta Woman right now? Yeah, Beretta Man. I'm like, my man, he's got a hot chick on his channel. I mean, they're friends. You know what I'm saying? That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool, Beretta Man. She seems nice, too. Tell her I said hi, by the way. Maybe she'll get to meet me someday. She's like, I don't want to meet this dude someday. Trust me. But, reptile guys, Southern Oregon. We don't have a lot of problems. People try to make it like we do out here in the country. See, that's the thing. There's the Northwest. There's the country. There's the city. And reptile guys is going to know 1,000 times more than I do, right? Like, these are two different lives. Whether you're out in the sticks, out in the hills versus in the city, it's the same thing here. They're marching in Detroit City right now. I'm an hour away from Detroit, but I'm like 1,000 miles away at the same time. I think a lot of you guys know what that's like, right? Glock blocked. Ooh, Glock blocked. Glock blocked. It's just funny, guys. I've been around social media forever. I've been online forever. The Glock thing's just fun, okay? You love Glock. You hate Glock. There's not too many people that are neutral, but I have to be the buzzkill. I'm kind of neutral, guys. I don't hate. I'm not a fanboy. I'm just like, yeah, Glock's amongst the good guns, you know, amongst many. Like, I like them. I can't even say I'm a fan, but I definitely don't have hate, even though my Polymer 80 Glock went down into a blaze of glory. But really, you know what? I don't like the Polymer 80 trigger in my case, okay? I'm going to change the trigger out, try to be a little more fair. From what I can tell after I finally pried the stupid thing apart, it's probably the trigger that's actually what failed me. And I'm trying, as fun as it is to rip on it, and Cats and Cars, we can rip on it together, okay? We can rip on it, all right? But I can't just knock a brand. I can't say Polymer 80 sucks. I can't even say all their triggers suck. Just the particular trigger I got, I never liked it to begin with. And then the way it broke and locked the whole gun up, nah. Kathleen Music Lover, say it again. You're cute. She's trying to get me to have a tongue twister and misspeak on here. I told you guys I like her, okay? I do like her, but all right. Glock blocked. I'm not going to say it 3 times. I'm not going to say it 3 times, okay? Threaded for my pleasure. Want to choke a gun silencer after about 500 rounds will show you a lot. Ooh, yeah, the carbon buildup. When I get a Lakeline, and I'm going to have to buy it just like you guys, trust me. When I say none of these guys know who I am, I mean none of them know who I am. I called up Lakeline, said I'd like some information on your G2C, G3 threaded barrel for a story, for, you know, a video I'm going to do. Can you give me some info on it? And they said, who the heck are you? So when there's time, when I can get one, I'm going to get that. I'm hoping my buddy will still let me take me up on his offer. Not to mention any names, threaded for my pleasure. And let's see what a Taurus can take with a can on it. Maybe I could dump some of that, I don't know, Salier and Ballad or STV, because I don't own a can, okay? So with a suppressor, silencer, you can call it different things. It's legally called a silencer, but suppressor, can, muffler. So when I can get a threaded barrel, let's go for it. Let's try it out. Reptile guys, thanks for the super chat, dude. That's awesome, man. The tyranny is getting bad. There's going to be a point in time where we have to say enough's enough. I think it's coming. I know. I'm not going to put on that darn mask, guys. Man, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. If I was sick, I wouldn't. Okay, look, guys, I'm not sick. Look, I'm the healthiest person you know, like literally, like tied for the healthiest person you know. But if I was sick, I'm still not going to wear a mask. I'm going to stay away. I'm not going to be sick and walk around like this. Okay? Because in my conscience wouldn't let me do that. If I knew I was down with a hard flu or a mild anything, I'm not going to walk up to you or someone I care about like this. I'm not going to do it. Because I know that I'm not, in my opinion, not a doctor, I'm not helping them. But since I'm healthier than the governor, like in many ways, like I'm way healthier than her, probably 1,000 times healthier than her, if you guys catch my drift. I'm not wearing a mask, okay? If you're sick, you need treatment. You don't treat yourself as though you're sick when you're well. That's just my opinion, though. So, yeah, it's coming right now, reptile guys, and it's probably here. So, yeah. Johnny, hey, what's happening, man? I'm Johnny from Romulus, Michigan. Nice. Romulus, right around the corner. Nice to see you, man. Jared, okay, Jared DeBoer saying I'm Glock neutral, never own one, but okay. No, there's a few Glock neutral guys. I just have to have fun because they used to call them Glock tards, and they used to affectionately. Well, I don't think they were being affectionate. I say Glock tard affectionately, though. Let's see here. Cellulose Madre, I can't pronounce. I'm sorry. Says, thanks to your reviews, I purchased my first pistol, G3C. Nice. And I hope that you become comfortable with that. And if it's your first gun, I hope that you, like I said, I'm not a training snob. You don't need to train with any of these tactical guys. But if you want to, I encourage it. Become safe. Train with a gun where you're safe. And what a great feeling you're going to have. And maybe you already have it, being able to protect yourself and your loved ones and your family. And that puts a smile on my face. Just got my first pistol. So we have somebody that's now taking their protection seriously, as you guys all have been. For some of you guys maybe just started today. Some of you started years ago, and you realized that when second count, police are only minutes away. And a lot of times the governor's going to call off the police and say, stand down, let them destroy, let them pillage, let them burn. And you're thinking to yourself, not my family. I just have to man up or woman up or cowboy up or whatever you're going to do, right? And I have to take care of myself and my family. And that's awesome to hear. And by the way, that's the first and foremost, your family, your country. Your country. We have a republic if we can keep it. I hope we never have to. But it does say in the Declaration that when the government becomes contrary to these things, such as life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, then it's our right and our duty to abolish it. And so you might need it for that. And then let's just hope we have a little more time that we can keep this country going, where you can just go out in your backyard or the local range or your friend's yard and just plink, 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 plink. So these are all awesome reasons to own a firearm. And I love hearing when somebody gets a new gun, because it's just one more person that's ready. You know what I'm saying? And their families appreciate them. And if you're going to use it to help, if we ever need to get together, your country will appreciate it, Brastard says, anyone have any 11 by 59R brass they don't want? I can't say I do, but if I did, I'd give it to you. 11 by 56R. No, I don't. And I actually know what that round is, too. I can't afford to buy any ammo to get that brass, if you want the honest truth. No, good luck, Brastard, on from RTI. I'm going to get a hold of them, okay? I'm just talking amongst friends tonight. I tried to be transparent. In full disclosure, they sent me 3 guns that were garbage, but I've not given them a chance to remedy. So, but good luck is all I'll tell you on that. I'm not going to rip on them, though. Now, if they tell me to go pound sand, I'll come on and do a rant about them. Or I'm going to do a review no matter what. I'm hoping to take care of it. And I'll be able to tell you that, hey, look, I got these cool guns. A couple things weren't right. They took care of me. You guys will know the truth, whatever happens. But in full disclosure, I'm just hanging out with friends right now. We'll find out what Royal Tiger chooses to do about the incomplete/broken guns they sent me that were skewed as good, usable condition. So, but good luck, because some of this Ethiopian stuff's cool, and I appreciate you telling me earlier that those have dropped to $350. I'll check it out. I'm kind of tapped for cash right now, but I'll see what I can do. Yeah, Johnny Mitchell, $5 super chat. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. How's everything in Romulus? Everything peaceful there? I know you're kind of like me, you know, we call it Metro Detroit, you know, you're close enough to Detroit, but still far enough away, right? Where things are a little better as far as hopefully there's nobody pillaging where you're at. I know in Detroit they were marching around like crazy. Let's see here. Yeah, Daniel DeLeon. There's too many instances where one or two towns can completely drown out the rest of the state. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, dude. You got it there. It sucks, but it's true. Jonathan says, just bought a G2C. I took the slide off to lube it up. When I try to put the slide on, it doesn't go back on straight. It takes quite a bit to go back on. Okay, I can't touch guns. I can show you in 2 seconds. First of all, make sure your barrel's in properly. Your guide rod, make sure it's all the way down in that bottom notch. That's important. Your guide rod recoil spring assembly. I've noticed this on a couple of my Tauruses. And look, they're great guns, but at the end of the day, they're $200 guns. They're not like a 1911 or like a solid steel gun where it just right on, right off. I've noticed with a couple of mine. And look, this is Susan's rules, not mine, guys. I don't want to comply with her rules, but if I touch a gun, I'm out of here, and it won't do any of us any good. So I won't do it, and I don't. Now, I find when I get almost all the way back where the trigger engagement stuff starts to hit with the slide, you know, sometimes I kind of have to jiggle it a little bit left or right as I'm going back. My Tauruses that have run perfectly great, it's not always as simple as just. So maybe once you get about 3/4 of the way back, maybe give her a little jiggle. It's hard to explain, but a little jiggle, get on one foot, look at it sideways. No, not that much, but maybe that'll help you. So first things first, make sure that recoil guide rod assembly is in and it's down in enough into that little nested. Gosh, this would be so easy if I could just pick up a gun right now, but there's no guns near me, Susan. None near me at all. Okay. Now, but yeah, try those things. Hopefully that helps you. Just a little jiggle, a little this and that. It's kind of normal, to be honest with you, for the G2Cs and stuff. So, which I'm not complaining. I get it. And they've been reliable guns. Jared, sending a little love from South Dakota. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, man. South Dakota. That sounds like a nice state. It does. No, they're not like Stoger, and they're not like Bubba. It's BB6. Ooh. Wow, BB6. Raw feeding with another super chat. Everyone went and bought my rifle. Did you buy the Rossi? And if you do, you're going to have to give me a review on it because I'm ignorant to that rifle. I know who Rossi is. I know what a 22 is. I know of the whole Taurus, Brastek, Rossi. Maybe they're separate now, but they had been merged. Brazil, right? I just spat out 1022 because it's hard to beat a 1022. But if you bought the Rossi, definitely let me know, okay? Oh, Brasters, you're right. Their website does suck, full of mistakes. And, dude, are you still there, Brastard? I remember you last week or the week before, you said, watch out. Some of those 735s that they sold as 735s or 65s, dude, I totally had an M38, right? The World War II variety. Labeled 735 that I bought from them as a 735. Now, as you know, they didn't put 735 or 65 on all the guns, right? The Italians or the Ethiopians didn't. Sure enough, one of the 735 guns I bought is indeed chambered in 6.5. So there you go. And the thing that's crazy is they both take the same end block clips. So you could go by what the company that sold you the gun says it is, and you could both load them up in the, it's called an end block clip. Now, would it actually fully chamber and fire? I don't know. I'll have to try it, but yeah. I thought of you immediately, Brastard. I was sitting there and I was talking to Mateo on the phone. I'm like, dang it, that Brastard is right. Okay. Sure as heck, I have one of mine is a 6.5 that was sold to me as a 7.35. If you want to get in the weeds, guys, and get guns that you might not be able to find elsewhere, you just have to roll the dice. You're going to get a little of this and that with it, okay? Guerrero, good night. Good night. And I hope the wife continues to get better. Good to hear she's doing a little better, man. Ryan Smith, sorry I'm late, and I'm just getting ready to get off here, okay? People are getting different models than what they ordered. So you know what? When I call and say, you sent me 2 broken and a half guns, and one of them's like missing hardware and all of its markings, whew, just tell me the truth, man. Good luck, right? Good luck. if they've got that many people getting the wrong guns, there's probably a long line at the customer service virtual desk, if you know what I mean. Good night, VA Wolf. I'm getting ready to get off here in just a second. Oh, it's very similar to the Mossberg 22. Okay, and I do have one of those. I do. JD West says, I'm still here and all is cool. Cool, man. I'm glad. Yeah, I was just asking just for conversation. Like I said, I can just be myself, guys. But I was like, maybe he agrees with everything I said. Maybe he doesn't. I don't know. I can just only be me. But I'll tell you what, though. My intent is never to get anybody mad. My intent isn't even to particularly make you happy. I just want to hang out, and I guess what's in it for me is to see a lot of you guys on here having a pretty good time, and I learn a lot. Bastard, right there. I mean, so many of you guys, but there's an example. He goes, look out for that. Look out for those Carcanos. Some of them are labeled 735. May indeed be a 6.5, and I just looked at the bores and I said, that's a 6.5 all day long. So I did the whole bullet test, and I'm like, yeah. Let's see here. IV Big Man, what's happening with the super chat? Thanks a lot, man. I've ordered a G3C and another G2C. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I might have ordered another one myself. Now, I can't tell anybody that because it's a secret, but I think I might like my G3C so much that I want to keep one nice, and I might be seeing if I can scrounge up to get another one, guys. But the ammo is so hard to get. I want to run a bunch of rounds through one and just see really what it'll take, but I don't want to destroy my only one, so I hear you, man. I'm thinking about getting another one myself if I can, because I do kind of want to really run one through its paces, you know? But not when I'm buying NATO ammo for $15 a box, not even NATO. I hope it's NATO. Please. I hope they didn't lie to me. It's tough. It's a tough business. All right, good night, brother, man. Take it easy, man. Where in Michigan am I from? Well, I'm from like Monroe County area. I'm currently in Oakland County, Livingston County border, like right on the line. Like I'm technically in Oakland County, but like less than 3 miles away is the Livingston County line. So, yeah. And that's why you'll see me sometimes doing gun right stuff down in Monroe. You'll see me doing it in Livingston County. I drove to Flint to hang out with Catherine Henry to try to promote the petition, to try to help slow down tyranny in Michigan. So I'll get around when I need to if it's for a good cause, you know. Daniel DeLeon, I just like to support the gun tubers who aren't shilling and will give an honest review and opinion on products. I will be honest, and I'm buying this stuff with my own money. Well, not completely. Like I said on the last channel, super chatters, Patreon supporters, just people that watch my videos, because it's not much. It's almost nothing, but still, just watching the videos, a little bit of ad revenue. That's my sponsors. So there you guys go. And that's why when you guys are like Taurus G3C, 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 it's like, yeah, that's what these guys want. You did not have to twist my arm because I was kind of excited about it too. So there you go. WLNOR, where did I find the name? Well, here's the thing. It was Kentucky Gun Co., but I'm not convinced it's, you'll have to go back and watch. I went through this whole thing earlier. I don't want to bore it again, but I'm not convinced it is NATO. They said it is. I hope it is, but I don't think it is. So there you go. So I may have not gotten NATO ammo at all, and that was the moral of my whole unboxing earlier. All right, I'm going to take one last look here. I'm going to get off in 1 second. Mike Smith, that's why you buy a Glock. You can run as much ammo through as you want. There you go. He's starting up the Glock debates. It's all good. Well, yeah. Here's the thing. Buying as much ammo as I want, I can't buy as much as I want. It's hard to get ammo, guys. It really is. Wait a minute. Raw Feeding says, nope, after mentioning here, it was gone. Did that happen that quick, dude? Did it seriously just get bought out that quick? Holy crap. Someone else, JB and Water says, you were here in Monroe a lot. Well, yeah, that's where I'm from, dude. Yeah, I'm always around there. Rockford says, bring one of your AK videos next. I've been kind of sandbagging on the AK videos. I got an unboxing of a 9mm one. I told you guys about it like a month ago. It's still been sitting in the box. And yeah, I might have 1 or 2 AKs up my sleeve, Rockford. What do you think? I know a couple. I don't know how many, but I might be pretty big into AKs. Yeah, I was just over at the Monroe County Sheriff's Department, JBN, right across the street from City Hall, where we were there talking to the county commissioners, like right there, turning in a pistol registration for this. Well, now it's an empty box, Susan, that I showed earlier. So there you go. I bought something and he's registered. That's not here at all. This is the empty box. Yeah, so I was literally within 50 foot of it earlier today. The good old City Hall, where we became a 2A sanctuary county. Yeah, I've been thinking about the G3C just for poops and giggles. It's kind of making me smile. I like it. What happened, raw feeding? Did you seriously? Did someone snipe it? I didn't. I promise you that. I can promise you I did not snipe. All right, Rockford Ordnance wants me to bust out my whole AK collection. My AK collection consists of 2 AKs. I've got 2 total. And I'm going to show all of them here as quick as I can. Rockford had an Arsenal AK video the other day. If that's a new one, yes. If there's a newer one, no. I haven't been able to go on YouTube today really to look at anything. Yeah, the NATO ammo, like I said, I don't know if it's NATO or not, but it sold out like within an hour, because like anything sells out within an hour. Even Aunt Jemima syrup. Now you can get the syrup without the ant, so you know what I'm saying. And Lamy likes black chicks, so there you go. I mean, it's pretty obvious. Matt Morris says, I don't believe this number. Well, no, I was telling you the truth. I have all of 2 AKs. No, that would be a lie. I'm sorry. I almost said I have 2 AKs that are new in the box. I can't lie to my friend Matt, because he is my friend. I have 2 AKs that were bought for the channel this summer that are still new in the box. There you go. I can't count like old stock, like old new in the box, Chinese Norinco and Polytech stuff. So I'm not going to lie to you. I almost lied accidentally when I said I have 2 new in the box AKs. And I was like, no. 2 new in the box AKs that I'm actually going to open. Because there's some that I quite frankly won't open. Because why would you open them, right? See, I said Lamy likes black chicks, which he clearly does. And look who shows up, right? How's it going? Isn't it past your bedtime? A-dubs confirmed. Lamy likes his women like his syrup. Thick. Oh, that seriously made me laugh, dude. Oh, boy. That was a good one. It's getting hot in here. Lamy, I told you, you have to wait until... As soon as I read that, it just got like really, really hot in here, guys. Like hotter than you'd even think. Oh boy. What do you think, Ray? Did Lamy do good? You see his new girlfriend? They might actually be married already, but not yet. But yeah. Kano 1208's laughing. JB Hen. Now that was funny what A-Dub said. Lamy likes women like his syrup. Thick. For those of you that are just listening, that would be the modern spelling of THICC. Thick. Lamy likes his cakes. Yeah. Yeah, Ray. I think Lamy might actually still like you too. At least somebody likes you. Let's see here. Jim the Gatekeeper. I have a good AR and several handguns for defense. Train as much as possible with all my guns to be ready in an instant. And that's good to know, dude. I like hearing that. As you should be. Have a blessed week too, Pillbox. Pillbox is getting ready to go to bed. Cats and cars. Rachel just woke up, but I think we're getting ready to get off of here because, oh, sorry. Daniel De Leon. Thick with 3 C's. THICCC. Man. Whew. If it gets any hotter in here, guys, I'm going to pass out. Now, it was 90 degrees today, but I'm sure that has nothing to do with it. Kano, this channel's awesome, man. Now you guys are awesome. You guys, I'll tell you what, 99% of everybody on here is awesome, and I love them to death. And Rachel's here too, so there you guys go. High Point thick. None your business. I have a couple High Point 995s. Me and Jeremy Wilson did a video shooting those over at Pillbox's house months ago, and I never put that video up. Thanks for reminding me. Do you guys want to see a High Point video? I already recorded the shooting footage. True. Stay hydrated. You guys all stay hydrated. Me, I have to head for the hills because Lamy needs a little alone time. It's getting pretty hot in here. Thanks for the super chat, VA Wolf. I appreciate it, dude. Have a good night and a great weekend. Rockford Ordinance, I will watch. He's going to be hitting the political rant hard this week. Just get ready for the hate, dude. Get ready for the hate. I get a lot of it, but not really much because it doesn't affect me because I don't care. But you'll see what I mean. But no, 99% of people are going to appreciate what you do, and I'll watch it. If I don't like it, I'll still like you, but I'll definitely watch. You know what I'm saying? Yes, High Point. All right. Yeah, might as well. Thanks, man. I don't know if my videos are great, but whatever. Lando Wilson, yes. What's happening, Lando? You still here? Lando's a good one. I do like him. Sometimes I want to mess up and say some of you guys' real names because you've changed your names before, but I almost slipped up. Lando Wilson, but well, Lando's his real name. I'm just saying. Yeah, I know. Threaded for my pleasure. Ray's here. I'm out. I know. I'll give you guys a quick trivia about Ray before I sign off here. I did a statistical thing, statistical science, and I concluded that 90% of all people around, 90% of the people say she has a good smile. Just saying, guys. It's just science. So 90% do. Let's see here. Robert Scarborough, why don't you use your real name? I don't know. Do you use your real name? I don't care. A lot of you guys do. A lot of you guys don't. Jim the Gatekeeper, I agree. Your videos are awesome and very informative. Well, thank you, Jim. You guys are awesome. I'm definitely looking forward to going back and checking all the chat out that I probably missed. I probably missed some of the best comments, but you guys asked me to answer the mask question, and I did. And I got into a rant, which I do, and I missed stuff. And yeah. And Matt Morrison, yes. The 90% includes Lamy, but me? Not so much. I can't say I'm quite a fan, but most people are. So there you go. Let's see here. Where can I get more training? I don't know. I'm not a trainer, so I really can't help you there. But I don't care. Susan might kick me off. I'm going to do it, guys. I'm holding them both up at once. Lots of love going on here. This is a family-friendly show, so I'm going to have to give these two some alone time. And my chair just fell down on me, so that means I'm like completely and utterly, like totally 100% out of here. All right, guys. God bless you all. Have a safe week. I'll have videos out like in a day or two, and I'm already looking forward to next Friday. All right. Thanks for watching, and have a good one. Hold on. I haven't quite hit end yet. Lamy. Hold on. You get over. Let me hit end first, okay? Kids nowadays.